I'm sorry. You finally gave us the one, but it was so unsatisfying. I demand another one.
I'm not giving you
Josh, we
another
need another
number.
one.
You'll never be satisfied. Another number will not make you feel better.
Well, I don't need necessarily another. I just need the one.
Anyhow. Welcome back to Generations of Astria, everyone. Let's see, let me get some peppy music going here while I do my recap. Welcome back to Generations of Astria. Last time was before the winter break, so it's been a while as we took a break for Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff. But last time, the party was in town and got visited by a woman named Bella and her traveling troupe that put on an opera show. And there was some bandits that showed up and caused some trouble, and there was also a chain devil that died. Yeah.
Good time.
But Bella told the party about all these problems going on in the world. And so life kind of returned to normal, and it is now 6 months later. It's been 6 months since then. The party is just, doing their thing. Also, Joan Humanhead the Sphinx got revived on accident and chewed out by Astrid. And is now responsible for helping the world get back on track.
Whether he likes it or not.
Yep.
It's good stuff.
Astrid basically said, "Oh, death's not an easy way out, buddy."
Yep. So, with that out of the way, let's get started with today. So, we were picking up in the tavern. Where we usually do. This is, the default starting spot. Let's see.
We are enjoying a lovely meal.
Yeah, all right, Arya had a rough night last night. Is currently napping on the table, but the rest of you guys are chatting.
It's tough being that tall.
Ervad says, "Okay, we should get some whipped cream and then put it on Arya's hair, and then just wait for Arya to wake up."
Slowly turn. Do you have a death wish?
Wow.
Wow.
I think it'd be funny.
It's an day, is it?
Jacob,
it's not a death. What?
Make me a con saving throw, please.
If he loses,
is this a magical effect?
No. It is in fact a very mundane effect.
The wrath of the universe.
The wrath of the universe. What is it with these con saves? Hang on.
Well, I rolled a nat 20 for Nick's, and I just rolled a nat 1 for yours, so...
This should be interesting. I do get a +3 to this.
You're not likely to
Well, regardless... Oh, I rolled a nat 19, so...
Yeah, okay, you're fine. You feel like clenching in your chest, but you're okay.
Ugh, that had a bad taste in my mouth.
Feeling.
I think we're developing a health pandemic in this campaign.
Oh my gosh, this is all secretly on set for an in-game plague.
The DM's like, my plans have been spoiled. Quick plan B, plan B. What is it with that?
Yeah, very quietly starts writing ideas down.
I mean, like, plague was one of the ideas I had for, like, one of the long-term things that would be a problem. But I kind of wrote it off because I don't really have an arc for it. But I just rolled 2 nat 1s in a row. So, we'll see.
Like it's a plague!
Wait, who's rolling the con save?
I can imagine it's like there's a plague, but you don't know where it is.
Ooh.
Anyway,
No, that does have potential.
Our family is already at home, right? So it's just us here?
That's what you like to think.
Well, technically my family's here because this is our home.
Yeah. I was gonna say...
Alright, Brandon gets a pass on that one, yes.
Okay, so we're all right there. Where's Arya? The one sitting over there?
Arya's on the other table next to you guys. Came to join you for lunch, but is passed out. Yeah, Aubrey is not with us today. He was not feeling well.
I'm absolutely putting whipped cream in her hair. I would like to order some whipped cream.
Alright, you go up to the counter, I guess, and Jackson's there.
Jackson!
What can I get you?
Can I get some whipped cream?
Like, just the
Like, just-
cream?
Yeah, just in a bowl.
What are you just gonna eat it with your hands? Do you want a spoon?
No, I don't need a spoon.
Spoon might be a good idea because
Brave,
then you can
brave
just
choice, brave
very
choice.
carefully put it in her hand.
Do we have whipped cream?
That is the 3 gold question now, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, good. My
I love
plan
that that was
B
a brief pause.
my plan B was to get some cottage cheese.
Oh, that's funny.
Or what's that like special cheese that you can put on pasta?
Ricotta.
Ricotta, yeah, I was thinking about getting some ricotta as like a plan B. Alright. I guess I go with a bowl and I just scoop up some whipped cream and give it to him. I think he's just gonna eat it with his hands.
I haven't specified that I was going to eat
And
it.
because of which, I'm gonna keep an eye on him because I want to see this.
To be a little more
I know you are.
specific, this isn't whipped cream. This is Cool Whip.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Good enough.
I'm going to walk up to Arya, and she's out, right?
Yeah, she's napping on the table. Let me pull up Avi's sheet real quick.
I'm going to text
This
this
is why
kid.
you
I'm going
don't
to
go
text. This is why you don't like the DM NPC, you.
No, I was gonna say this is why you don't go AFK in a full lobby.
Okay.
Yeah, that too.
Roll sleight of hand for me, Jacob.
Sleight of hand. Okay. It's a 14.
Alright, so as you start to put some Cool Whip in Arya's hair, Arya wakes up.
I'm just going to walk away. Just like, I'm going to try.
Stop
Can
and down, quietly
Roll
walk
stealth.
away.
Yeah. Still holding the whipped cream in my hand.
Roll stealth.
Stealth? Okay.
You gotta ask subtle.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking
I
performance.
guess
Okay,
you
yeah,
could argue
excellent.
performance.
Ooh, to like just
Yeah.
kind of calmly walk.
That gives me a
away.
1 more. Which is a
Sounds
9.
like he's trying to deceive her, though.
Nope. Arya
No, I
Arya
didn't
notices,
think so.
stands up and knocks the
I'm not
the Cool Whip out of your hand.
That's fair.
You're lucky that's all she's going to do to you.
I know, I just looked there, I was like, this is why you don't get AFK in a lobby.
I imagine you just say that to her perfectly in character.
You're
I
lucky
absolutely
Arya's
do.
higher reasoning is not currently active.
Oh, I'm texting Aubrey this.
Your character's higher reasoning is not currently active.
Hey Josh,
Hi.
you should make players who are not there at the moment. You should make their PCs act like player characters in Grand Theft Auto 5 do, where if someone disconnects, their player character just
They just
runs away.
walk away, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't think Josh would want his campaign to have a bunch of NPC PCs just killing everybody and becoming murder hobos.
No,
I
I
think
was just talking about how it handles people leaving.
I think we're distinctly trying to murder the whole murder hobo element.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright,
Alright.
let's see. Let me check my to-do list of thingies to do in this session.
Well, that was fun.
Alright. So another thing that you guys know is that Devrin, over the past 6 months, has worked with some of the other angels to force the Planar Liberation Corps back into hiding. They had enough of them chanting about how Astrid's evil and stuff.
Out, we say, begone!
Alright, so
Could you imagine getting booted by an angel?
yeah, that's rough.
Just it's that what is that that Simpsons meme where the bartender takes the kid and chucks him out and then like the kid appears behind him again.
Yep. All right, so
Okay.
as you guys are I guess Arvadi returned to your seat.
Yeah. It wasn't as fun. It wasn't bad. Okay, I'm satisfied.
All right. So as you guys are hanging at the table, Minerva walks in with Id.
Oh, I'll turn, I'll wave, I'll gesture for them to join us at our seats.
All right. So Minerva comes over and sits down. It is much larger than this now. It is now a young dragon.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so Minerva
Whoa.
sits down next to you and it's like, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How's our favorite resident pair of dragons?
Doing well. So I was actually back at my mountain a few days ago, sorting through my hoard, making sure everything was back in order after Ignatius was banished. And I actually found something that I wanted to give you guys, as a thank you for getting rid of Ignatius.
Oh. Well, don't let us turn down such generosity.
Alright, she takes an orb and sets it on the table.
Got a bowling ball, guys!
You'll just see Alex's excitement slightly drain as you call it a bowling ball. Okay, yes, cool. What is it?
So,
Please don't say a bowling ball.
this was actually given to me by Astrid to keep in my hoard as something to defend or to give to adventurers who adventure a lot as a reward. This is a wishing stone.
A what?
A wishing stone. It, to my knowledge, it is one of a set of stones that, when brought together, grant you a wish.
Oh. Wait. You had the power to bring together a bunch of shiny rocks and just, like, wish your ex-husband out of the picture?
Well, I don't know where the other ones are.
Ah, gotcha.
It's more of a incentive for adventure, I think Astrid put it.
Are you allowed to make only like 1/5 of a wish?
No, you
Highly
need all the
influenced,
stones, and I don't know how many there are or where the others are.
Can you make 1/5 of a wish? You know what, Brandon? I like that. That's really dumb, but I like it.
You can certainly try. Roll me a d100.
Okay. I'm gonna do this.
What's the odds of it, like between 1 and 5?
No, he needs to roll a 20.
An exact 20 on a D100. Alright. Oh, not
That's
quite.
not a 20.
Oh well. What would you have done if I did roll a 20?
Figure it out is what I would have done.
1/5 of a wish. So a
Figure
third
my
level spell
1/5
slot
of
or
a
lower.
wish.
If wish can replicate an 8th level spell slot or lower, then 1/5 of 8 is not quite 2. So it's a 2nd level spell slot of your choosing.
You really want to waste that stone on a 2nd level spell slot?
Basically, but you could get one casting of any 2nd level spell of your choosing, effectively.
I'd cast level 2 grease.
Betty! Oh! All right, rewinding from that hypothetical disastrous use of a wish, Alex will turn with much curiosity. So what do you know about the other wish stones? How many are there? What do they look like? Etc. and so on.
Well, I would assume they look like this, or something similar. I don't know how many they are. I don't know where they are. All I know is that Astrid probably put them somewhere where you need to adventure to find them.
Yeah, that does sound like Astrid. Hey, we'll keep them in mind. Do you want us to hold on to this for the time being, or do you want to hold on to it for the time being?
I mean, you can hold on to it if you want. You could put it in the town vault. You could send it back to my hoard, but if Ignatius comes back, that might not be the safest place for it.
You know what I think we should do? I think we should make an overly elaborate sigil or statue, and every time we collect one of these, we should put it in this overly fancy mechanism, so that when all of them are finally assembled, it'll do a cool animation, and then we'll get a wish.
Could we just make, like, I look at you. You're able to make bags of holding that are bigger on the inside, and helmets that can make you understand any given language. Could you just make, like, a trap door that leads in, like, a pocket dimension we could put this in?
Just put it in a bag of holding.
Alex will, like, put his two paws together, and he's clearly thinking. No, but now I want to see if I can.
It leans over and it's like, you can put in a bag of holding, and then put that bag of holding in a bag of holding.
Also no, but for completely different reasons.
What happens when you do that, and you see me kind of looking at my own
Holding
bag that I've
yourself.
got?
Truth be told, I'm not quite sure what happens when you put two bigger on the inside things inside of each other, other than the fact that they keep disappearing. So, given
Like
the fact that
something
I
that I
don't
could do
know
in my
where they
campaign.
go, given that I don't know where that they go, or any of their contents go, I'm going to safely say it either destroys them or permanently removes them to somewhere I don't know how to get them back from. Either way, it's a bad idea.
Well,
Now, I have theorized that you could put a bad person in a bag of holding and then put that bag of holding in a different bag of holding and just remove them. But I'm pretty sure that's unethical, especially since I don't know where it goes. Assuming it goes anywhere and doesn't just delete
it
it.
could lead to like a paradise. That's why they don't come back.
Not going to gamble on I haven't done this on anyone.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh my gosh, what kind of artifice
You
are you
talk like
thinking
you've done
for?
this before, and you just
You
haven't
know,
known like
There
the
was
results.
a brief experiment where I accidentally put a bag of holding in a bag of holding, and I had a tool in one of them, and both bags of holding and the tool disappeared, never to reappear. And I have created little pseudo bags of holding to test this on. They're deeply unstable. I wouldn't recommend having them, but they all have the same effect. They all just go. Boop.
Nick,
There's like a little function, and then they're gone.
you know,
Nick, your
And
roleplay is
then you could-
excellent, but if you combine two portable dimensional things, it explodes in a 10-foot radius and takes everything to the astral plane.
Well, yeah, but his character might not know that.
His character would know that if he tried to do it. He'd be on the astral plane.
Oh.
It'd be a aha science moment followed by immense consequences.
famous last words of an artificer.
Well, I guess on the whole idea of using a bag of holding, I'll hold up my bag and be like, well, we can put it in here if we want to carry it around.
Why don't we put this somewhere where if something terrible happens to us, we don't lose it? As much as a
Well,
overly
the second safest
complicated-
place would be Minerva, but if Ignatius comes back, that would be, and something happens to her, that would be a bad idea. There's
Right.
always going to be a worst case scenario wherever we put this.
We shouldn't have it on our persons because if we die or lose it, then we're in trouble. Secondly, we shouldn't put it back in the Horde lest Ignatius shows back up. And if he gets a hold of a wish, we all have problems.
I know what we could do. Does anyone have a bag, a rope, and a weighted object?
Are you about to put it at the bottom of the river?
Yes.
Well, there is a town vault, and we also have the tunnels underneath the city.
I think the tunnels and the vault are probably the better option. We don't want to draw a lot of attention to this. Also, and Alex will turn to the dragon. Why are you telling us this in the middle of the tavern where everyone can overhear us?
They're all drunk. Don't worry, they aren't listening.
It's mid-afternoon. Nobody.
I know, it's amazing, right?
Oh my gosh. Okay, yes, we're going to hope that no one overhears this in any important capacity so as they want to take it. That's the other thing. We've got to make sure that this doesn't really get out, because if people become aware that if they gather a handful of rocks, they can wish for whatever they want, people are going to try and do that. Which means people will come knocking on our door, potentially with an army, because they can promise an army and infinite wealth.
Wait a second, I feel like I've heard this story before. Like a premise where you have to gather a certain number of magical orbs to make something incredible happen.
I'm pretty sure that's the Avengers.
I was gonna say Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dragon Ball as well.
I said the Avengers.
Anyway, as you guys are talking, Myra's brother walks in, hands her a thing, and says, "Hey, I got this working," and then he walks out.
Great, I put the bottle of clear liquid and the needle into my pouch.
Oh my gosh, you got cough syrup.
No,
Pop syrup's red. Like cherries and blood.
Okay. On that delightful note, Alex will just turn. Anything we should be concerned about? We're gesturing to the individual who just got a suspicious new package.
Yeah,
no, it's just a new concoction that my brother made up. It works great in the hospital.
Definitely something we should be worried about. Okay.
Well, you made
Let us know when
morphine,
it's
didn't you?
You know, that was a sort of name that we were tossing around.
No, like out of character. You made morphine, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Jen, I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
I was
That-
gonna say, like, Herbad, like, promptly interrupts, saying that, knows it has nothing to do with them, just disregarding the package, saying, yeah, Xena's in her terrible twos now.
Minerva nods and says, anyways, I should be off again.
Oh, you're leaving so soon?
Yes, I have places to be, things to check on.
Okay, well, it was a pleasure seeing you. Please come again sometime in the future.
I'll see you all later.
Please
It
try
was
not.
nice seeing you, Ned.
Please don't time it to like you during destruction of the city.
Or do show up during the destruction of the city and save us all. That would be great
Like,
too.
but like you don't just come over around then. We like talking to you. Can't really do that when we're fighting for our life.
Come over and have some tea!
Alright. Let's see who is next. Right. So as Minerva walks out the door, the other door gets thrown open, and John walks in. He starts looking around the tavern, then see you guys at the table, and his expression lights up, and he walks around and over to you guys.
I'm like, Jonathan, the man that ruined my childhood, how are you doing?
And he's also with Cecilia.
I don't regret saying that.
Is Cecilia again?
Alex has to refrain from saying hello, chicken dinner.
Alright, John walks over and sits down like on kind of both these stools, making the tabaxi at the table behind him kind of get pushed out of the way and get up and walk over to the other side of his table.
So even when he's trying to be nice, John Humanhead is still a problem.
To be fair, he is kind of big.
Alright, and he sits down and Sam's like, hey guys, so I found that thing you wanted me to get.
Oh, excellent.
He turns and he reaches into his bag, and he pulls out and sets on the table a fruit hat.
There is just a long, strenuous
Fruit
sign.
hat?
Yeah.
Oh,
fruit
good.
hat.
I was needing something healthier in my diet. I like to start reaching towards it.
Alex will slap your hand down with his paw as
Ow!
he slowly turns to John Humanhead, void of all emotion, dead inside, until he locks eyes with John. Is this the thing that I asked for?
Yeah. Well, you see, like one that looks kind of like typical is like kind of hard to get your hands on, and apparently some artificer on a plane somewhere like messed up and enchanted the wrong hat, and so I got this one like extremely marked down. It was great.
How do you mess up with something like this?
I promise it works. I promise this is still a fully valid helm of teleportation. Although they said it might take a little bit longer to get going when you try to teleport.
Oh no, Nick, you're just missing the grass skirt, and then you'd literally be going to the beach.
What do you want me to do? Just open a hoorah?
I'd like to look at this and be like, how to teleport? If this is a magic item, is this thing gonna rot?
Alex's eyeballs raise one eyebrow. I don't know. Will it rot, John?
I guess we'll find out. And he kind of shrugs.
I mean, if you want, I could put it in the fridge until we need it.
Alex's turn, and Alex just looks a little defeated. He goes, "No, this is my fault.
You can
Could have been so much more
just
specific."
if it really makes you feel better, just consistently have minor illusion on and make it look cool.
No, that's the thing. If it rots, it's
He'll
gonna
turn
fall apart.
and gesture to the giant fruit platter that is an excuse for a hat. How are you going to make this look cool?
I don't know.
I'd like to look at you, and then at the hat, and with a flick of magic, I'm gonna wave my hand over it, and visibly nothing's gonna change.
Except, no, you need to get him the grass skirt.
No. Visibly nothing's gonna change about the hat. I'm just gonna like lean back and just look proud. I'm just gonna look happy with myself. There you go.
I bet it tastes better now, doesn't it?
What did you do?
I added a hint of maple syrup.
Well, if we're
Oh,
worried about
Trenton!
Alice will just inhale and exhale a little more defeated.
Want to try and fight?
No.
well, if we're worried about rotting, I could see if my brother might have some formaldehyde.
Well,
I don't think that's gonna make him feel any better.
No.
It will
Thank
make it
you.
last longer.
Somebody has pitched a useful solution. Yes, I can't believe I'm saying this. Let's go talk to your brother.
Which is funny because her brother in real life is the dungeon master.
Alright, Cecilia leans in and says, before you guys go, John actually got another thing for you guys that I've been looking into and testing out. And she puts a few, like a handful of items on the table that look like little hooks.
Well, I wasn't.
You could have just asked us to go fishing if you want. We have a river.
No, these aren't fishing hooks.
Not a lot of fish. Somebody keeps scaring them off.
You see, these are communication devices.
Oh. They look like they hurt.
No, like
Where do
you
we-
hook this. What you do is you hook this over your ear, and she picks one up and puts it on her ear. And basically, these are a paired set, so you can communicate with others who are wearing this over large distances.
Alex just took one and put it in his big fluffy ear.
How many are there?
Hey, I have a question. Instead of Alexa, can we say Arcana?
All right, there are 8 of them in total.
I like that.
Alright, I guess I'll pick one up and put it around my ear.
All right,
Hang on,
so
I think-
basically, to use this, once it's placed on your ear, it will respond to your name. So what you do is you put your finger on it, and you address the name of the person that you want to speak to, or you can also say everyone, and it will open a line to that person or to everyone. And then you speak the message aloud that you want to send. And if you take your finger off of the piece, it will end the connection if both people do that.
Oh, I gotta admit, that's
Easy.
actually pretty clever.
Does this require an attunement slot?
It does not.
Alright, cool.
I mean, sending stones don't require an attunement slot, so this does kind of make sense.
Okay, that's fair, but I don't know if it's like arcanically protected. I could kind of see it, but yeah.
Alright,
Oh.
I guess I'm gonna look at me like, so what do you call these things?
Earpieces, I guess.
Alright.
It's a piece of a magical
Josh.
set that goes on your ear. What's up?
I think we agreed to go. Was it north to the government
What do you ask?
appraisal?
Why do you ask?
Because my character is going to go off on a tangent about going up north, and she's going to see if anyone else wanted to come. So I was trying to lead, help the story lead along if you wanted me to.
I think that's a great idea.
Josh?
I do have a plot hook. Related
Okay,
to...
so you want me to stay quiet?
I mean, you're
No,
welcome
we
to
want you
chime
to
in once I
talk.
introduce the plot hook.
Okay.
Jen, you're lovely to listen to. We want you to keep talking.
Alright. So, as Cecilia is showing you how to use the devices, the door opens again, and Xander walks in, pulling Grant along with him.
And too long, I forgot all these characters.
Xander is the dude in charge of our town by self-proclamation.
No,
I know
Grant.
Xander, I don't like him,
Grant.
but I don't remember Cecilia or Grant.
Cecilia is a College of Lore bard, and Grant is one of the town guards.
Okay.
He's one of the original residents of the plane from Session 1.
Oh.
So he's old now.
20 years older, yeah.
Years.
Yeah, he's old now.
Alright. Xander walks him over the table, like, Grant, why don't you please tell them what you told me? And just kind of pushes him towards the table a little bit. It's like, yeah, we have a little bit of a problem. I would say over at the jail, but the problem isn't really there anymore.
Oh, is this a you need to get up and go and walk and talk problem, or a you can sit here and regale us with your story problem?
The problem is probably long gone, but gonna come back problem.
Is it someone is it a problem that we already know?
Xander's like, just tell them what you did. And Grant's like, well, you see, you know that lady that we had in the prison for like the past several years?
Uh-oh.
You know, the one from up north that was like the spy that tried to like that Roger tried to sell the town to. She's been like in that tiny room for like so long, and like I've been giving her like some trinkets, to like kind of decorate the place, and it turns out a crystal I might have given her was a spell focus.
A crystal? What kind?
Spell focus kind.
Where did you get one?
Found it.
Normally those things are pretty obviously magical.
Oh, it's a crystal. You can use crystals to cast magic, right?
Yes, so why'd you give one to her?
I didn't know it was magical. I can't do magic.
Okay.
This is news to me.
Okay. Reasons for her unfortunate, untimely escape aside, a previous spy, enemy of our nation, probably going to want us all dead in some capacity, or at least in chains to satisfy some cathartic feeling. We should probably go stop her. Immediately. Before we have another war.
Xander pushes Grant out of the way and says, yes, well, this might be the perfect time to deal with my old kingdom, now gone empire.
You're not suggesting that we go to war with it?
Oh, not war. No, I'm talking a political assassination.
Oh, okay, that's much... Wait, what?
I'd be down.
Well, I mean, we don't have to kill them, per se, but, like, I want my kingdom back as much as you guys don't want a war with the kingdom that seems to want world domination.
I literally thought he was about to say, I know you guys, you guys know I want my kingdom back as much as you guys don't want me here.
I was waiting for as well. Wait. So, let me get this straight. You want to avoid a war by assassinating people. Might I remind you that, that generally causes war?
I mean, I guess if they don't know who did it.
Well, see,
we don't take no guesses.
See, once Melinda gets back to Xandria, there's no doubt she'll tell everyone what she found here, including the identities of all yourselves and the fact that I'm still here. Although, what we can do is, what you'll have to do is go to the town and not, kill them physically, but kill their reputation, so that no one wants to do what they say and go to war.
So slander. I'm in. That's Xander, that is one of the coolest things you have offered to us.
Definitely one of the more unexpected things you have asked of us. That much is certain.
Well, as much, as great as it is to have dragons on your side, as well as whatever this creature here is, the might of Xandria is quite strong. I've spent several years bolstering our army to quite the acceptable levels.
So what I'm hearing is you have created what is now our problem.
No, I have created a solution to what will no longer be your problem.
I like that little pause. No. Okay.
So, when are we departing?
No. Before we go departing anywhere, let's ask the bigger question. What do you wish for us to get rid of, oh glorious and reputable, honorable king?
Well, you're going to need to find a way to stop you're going to need to find a way to stop the troops from being able to invade. So you'll need to hit a few things. One, you'll need to hit the supply of resources going into the kingdom. You can do that on your way in. There's a few camps on your way that you can just get rid of some of the supplies there. And from there, that'll hinder their supply chain, and they'll have a much harder time mobilizing an army. Second, yes, slander is an option. You're going to want to cause dissent against the current leadership there. Once the people, if the people don't like the leadership there, then and once they realize, of course, how great it was living under my rule, they'll want me back, and then from there, without the trust of the people, they'll have a much harder time mobilizing and controlling an army.
Have you done this before, Xander?
Surprisingly impressed by how much thought you've put into this, Xander.
Look, as a king myself, I must be aware of all sorts of political matters and ways of dealing with them.
I just didn't take you as the kind of person who would resort to this. I'm not sure whether to be mortified or impressed.
Well,
I know
rest
what I'm-
assured
I
that
know
the
what I'm-
one the group currently in charge of Xandria is has much less of a moral code than I do.
I will give you that, good sir.
Anyhow, you should make preparations and leave whenever you're ready. Melinda is already potentially a day ahead of you.
Yes, actually,
Wait a second.
we're not going anywhere.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. What's your current character name? Alex.
Yes,
Okay, just double checking. I'd be like, Alex.
that's
She
my
is
name.
not a day ahead of us. She's gonna be a day or two behind us. And I point at the hat on the table.
What? Yeah, no, but none of us have anything from that
I
I'll
point
be-
at Xander.
I'll just totally. Xander, do you have any memorabilia from back home?
Well, no, he's been there before. He could just take us there.
Yes, but that would leave the town without Xander. Oh my gosh, that would leave the town without Xander. Xander!
Yes.
How life-threatening would it be for you to spontaneously appear back in your beloved town?
Well, everyone knows my face, and since the guards are on orders to kill me if I step back into the kingdom and void my banishment, extremely dangerous. However, my sister is still in Xandria, and I'm sure you could find her and take refuge at her place.
Okay.
I guess we're gonna go with the memorabilia idea then.
Xander, do you have any memorabilia from your time back home? I.e., something that ties you back?
Was any of your equipment there?
I mean, you could examine this shield that has my city's crest on it.
It's a stretch at best. We're probably just going to have to get horses and try and outrun her.
Can we try this? This seems fun.
Okay, yes, I will give it to you. It definitely does seem entertaining.
And worst case scenario, we could just come back here if this doesn't work.
That is not the worst case scenario, by any measure. But yes, your point remains.
Alright.
How many of us can this thing take anyway?
You could sufficiently take all of us without too much difficulty.
Cecilia hands an
Courtesy.
earpiece to everyone who hasn't taken one yet and puts one on herself. Guys, let me know what
Fine.
information you find in town and I'll catalog it in the library here. That way you can reference it any time. And then she hands an earpiece to
Oh.
Xander and says, I guess you'll be their guide if you're not going.
Somebody, how much do we, Alex, how much do we pay this brilliant person?
You pay me in knowledge. Find some interesting stuff going on in Xandria and report it back.
I'll take that. That's great. This is an agreed upon thing. Cool. Alrighty, gang. Time to attempt to teleport to Xandria. Plan B. Time to get horses and ride really fast to Xandria.
So how do you do this anyway? Do you just put the hat on and then look at the shield really intently, or what's the process here?
Assuming I understand how this works, and I admit I've never actually used one of them, read about it. In theory, if we have something that belongs to the location we're trying to go, the Helm of Teleportation is capable of getting us there with relative pinpoint accuracy. However, there is always a possible chance that it goes horribly wrong, and we wind up off course. So, if we think that this shield is going to take us back to Xandria in a mannerism and location that won't instantly. Oh, hey, oh, beloved king, where exactly did this shield come from and belong most of its time in Xandria? Was it
Ah,
like in an
yes. One of my loyal subjects made this for me.
We sure they were
Why?
loyal.
Yes, although I think it did get lost in shipping for a few days.
Okay. Alex is just going to slowly put the shield down. I have the bad tingling sensation that if we use this, we're going to wind up in the clutches of, well, death.
I'm sure it would be fine. Besides, like, does it literally mean that we'll be taken to where it was made, or just where it's mostly associated with? We
Alex
could
will
just pop
shrug.
up in the middle of town.
Right, and frankly, that's not actually any better. You know, it just occurred to me that appearing in the middle of Xandria could get us all in a buttload of trouble. Um,
Might I suggest another way of travel?
horse?
Well, I've been meaning to go to another country recently to expand my family's business and to tell others about the wonderful goddess, Mother Goddess Istis. I do have a wagon. I can probably get a second one if we need to travel up north.
We are going to want to get that, and we're going to want to get that 3 hours ago. All right.
I have one more idea as far as teleporting, which is, I'm gonna look at Xander. Do you have anything that could be seen as connected to your sister on you?
No, unfortunately, I was shooed out of the kingdom in a hurry, and I didn't have time to say goodbye. So do be sure to say I said hello if you see her.
Do we
Alright.
say hello with our words or our weapons?
I'm sure she'll play nice.
Alex will just turn with a puzzled look. Are you sure about that?
Pretty sure.
I have one more
It's
suggestion.
been a few years. I don't think things have changed that much. Last I remember, let's see.
She tried to actively kill
She
us.
runs a tavern and inn along the high road in the city of Xander, in the Trades Ward. It's called the Royal Tavern.
Oh. Huh. Okay.
We should try to go find Minerva.
Look, I know we're gonna be there to destabilize stuff, but I really want to take a visit to that bar before we leave.
Well, teleporting to the bar is probably a much safer bet than teleporting to, you know, the middle
Her
of a city.
house.
Right, middle of, well, her house, or a middle of a city that probably will want us dead the moment they figure out who we actually are.
Why would they want us dead?
Because their army went to go conquer us, and their army and their important people never came back, and we're still standing. It doesn't take a genius to conclude what happened.
Well, if you
I
decide
eat
to
raw.
travel there on foot, you can always hit some supply camps on the way.
Like, supply camps that belong to our theoretical, hopefully not going to war enemy?
Yeah, Xandrian supply camps. I'm sure they're moving resources from all over the nation to the capital to prepare for an invasion.
So, okay, I actually really like that idea. How does hitting their supply camps prevent them going to war with us? Doesn't that just provocate war?
Well, if you destroy their
Well, we
supplies,
could
they
just
won't
trade with
exactly
them.
have the things they need to, mobilize a force, like, food and other resources.
Oh my gosh, Xander's right, and you'll see like a glint and a glee in Alex's eyes. Guys, we need to go on a tactical sabotage spree.
I'm pretty
You
sure
look
my
really-
morals say that I shouldn't allow that because, I'm a paladin.
Let's agree
Let me
to
check-
go
let
on
me check
an
my alignment real
assassination
quick.
run. Your morals don't add up to squat.
Look,
Let me
if it
check
makes you
my
feel any
alignment real
better,
quick.
You don't have to kill anyone if you don't need to.
Ooh, Xander's gonna... Wait,
Oh, I don't care about killing people as long as it's in the name of
Whoa,
Astrid.
whoa,
I
whoa,
don't.
whoa, whoa. You have a problem with destroying supply runs.
No, here's the
Draw the
problem.
line at killing people.
I don't care. Okay, you didn't let me finish. I don't have a problem killing people if it's in the name of Astrid and the code of it.
John
What
puts his
problem
paws
is
on the
it?
table and leans over and says, actually, Astrid said that as long as it's not a divine affair, she doesn't care what we do. As long as we don't, kill literally everyone, and invading all the nations, sounds like a lot of people are gonna die, so that might be actually against Astrid's will.
Yeah. So I actually, he proved my point. Thanks.
So it's Astrid. So it would be beneficial to Astrid's will for you to prevent a bigger war by enacting a smaller war. So it is within your code of conduct to
My
sabotage.
code of conduct says no.
Your code of
Or-
conduct says you should serve the greater good. And right now, serving the greater good is stopping a handful of supply camps so they can't kill everybody else.
Well, might
Sounds
I
like a lot of
suggest
work.
another option?
As opposed to stopping a full-on war by yourself, destroying supply camps is war.
Might
Just,
I suggest another option?
Are we gonna drug their clan?
Ooh. Ooh.
Well, I do
Ooh,
have
that
some
makes sense.
tasteless herbs that we can put in their food and water supply.
Just drug them?
These, quote, tasteless herbs do, my, chemist friend.
Well, don't ask how I know this, but I do know if we put enough in there, we won't have to technically kill them. They'll just drift off in so much peaceful joy.
Are
They'll
you,
fall asleep forever.
I was about to say, are you suggesting that we drug them enough that we don't have to kill them, the drugs will do it for us?
You know, we
Yeah,
could
no,
just
I
we
won't
could
put
just
it that
no
way.
no we could just do it. You know, we could just pull like an opium and just start selling them drugs and get them addicted to it, and they end up, screwing themselves
a
over.
war over us. Over
That could
the
work
drugs.
if you get the army addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Okay. So, you have no problem killing people, no problem creating a mass-wide drug addiction to cripple an empire, but you don't want to destroy a handful of supply camps that you otherwise would have drugged and murdered everyone at?
I mean, it just sounds like a lot of work.
The drug crisis doesn't?
Well, it sounds like a self-propagating issue once you really get it started.
Yeah, you're right. That sounds like a lot of work too. I don't really care. I'm just the paladin, so.
Can we put that in quotes? Don't really care, I'm just the paladin. I feel like that's an oxymoron. You're the paladin. Your entire gimmick is to care with a fiery passion and vengeance.
Yeah.
What if we did like have a paladin who just didn't care? Like,
Well, that's
it was
kind of okay. Irvod's not his.
It was just like lazy and didn't do anything. Like, what about like a what about like a couch potato paladin?
The oath of the couch potato. Oh man, see, Irvod's not his dad, but he does care. He's just very sarcastic.
You take the vow of whatever.
The vow of the eye rolling whatever.
So, what's the current plan then?
Well,
Well.
since people seem against teleporting,
No, we can teleport. We can try and teleport to the bar. We're not teleporting to the city, but we can try teleporting to the bar. Does
I have an
anybody
idea.
have anything to get us to the bar?
Xander, I have an idea.
I have a description. I've told you where it is.
That's
Xander, I have a better idea.
hugely helpful.
What's your better idea?
Okay, and I look at you, Alex. If I have a visual of what the place looks like, will that increase our odds of getting there?
Theoretically.
Yeah, so looking at the spell teleport, let's see. Very familiar, seen casually, viewed once, description, and false destination are
So
the
would
things you're
so would
working with.
seeing it be casual then?
Seen
Yeah.
casually, you haven't seen it in person. Viewed once, you also haven't seen it. So seen casually would be like you passed through the town. Very familiar would be like you lived there for a little bit. Viewed once would mean you like kind of passed by it at
passed
some
through
point.
it. Yeah.
Not like seen casually is like passing through it. Viewed once is mean you passed by it. Description
if
is
I
what
got
you're
a-
working with.
Now, what if I had a memory to base it on?
I'm very curious where you're going with this.
But well, let's say, Josh, I had a memory of someone who has lived there their entire lives to base the teleport on.
Unless you can imprint that memory into yourself or into someone else, I'm not sure that the memory is going to count as being familiar with
Their
it.
memory would just be a description to you.
Do you have modify memory?
I have
Dude.
detect thoughts.
Oh, that won't give you a visual. That's
Okay.
actually a pretty clever idea, though. I applaud your creative use, all things considered.
I was gonna say modify memory might work.
Or
Well, why don't
No,
we just send
because
Lizard Man with the helmet?
modify memory will 100% give you a false destination because you don't actually know the place. You just think you do.
Okay, technically, yeah.
actually,
Why don't we just send Lizard Man over to the bar, grab something from the bar, and bring it back?
Can we hire a
Do it.
courier? Oh my gosh, someone get the courier service. They're fast.
Hey, look, the courier's right here. Xander turns around.
Actually-
Courier, the party here requests your assistance. He's like, oh, okay, what's up?
I'll turn to the courier. How fast can you get to fill in the blank tavern and get back? And how much would it cost for you to acquire a token or something of local, regional
can you bring
significance?
us back a beer?
I've
I don't
never
think
been.
we have-
I've never been to that place before. Where's it located?
I'll gesture to Xander.
I was like, yes, it's located in Xander City, capital of the Kingdom of Xander, now known as the Empire of Xander.
Oh my gosh, it's named Xander City in the capital of Xandria.
He's like,
Of course it is.
that's the country to the north, right?
Yes.
Let's see.
The one that killed off some of your friends and also probably is going to invade us at some point again.
You know, Alex, wouldn't it actually be good for us to get thrown off a little bit by like a few miles?
Yes, but the problem is it's not a predictable few miles, and it's also not necessarily only a few miles. It could very well be hundreds of miles, and that would just create a whole new problem.
It'd take about 11 and a half days to get there. Give or take.
Yeah.
Maybe up to 2 weeks. Well, 11 and a half days nominally, yeah. So it'd take me about 9-10 days.
I say we risk the teleport. Honestly.
So it would take us normally 2 weeks to get there.
And we could potentially shave it down to like not even a day. Or maybe a day or two.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Do you realize the consequences that if this goes wrong?
We'll find a way out of it.
What if it goes wrong in the military sense? Like, what if we teleport into the middle of, I don't know, a barracks?
Well, we just teleport back out.
Okay. A normal helm of teleportation, and I'll glare at John for a second, will be able to pull this off. However, this one has a wind-up. A fruity-smelling wind-up. I don't think we're going to get 10 minutes where they just stand and wait for us to teleport out again.
Well, like I said, I feel like if we have it focused on a description of the bar, a very good description, hopefully, I feel like we'll either get the bar, just somewhere else random in the city,
What if we
or
get
maybe
a
somewhere on the
totally-
outskirts.
Well, no. What if we get a totally different bar in a totally different nation that happens to look similar?
Well, then we grab a drink and try again.
And
You
you grab
realize
an
that
item
we can go
from
anywhere
there so you can go back there anytime.
Yeah!
Okay, you do realize that. You know what?
Let's do a party vote.
No,
Anyone
no,
who wants to...
actually, I think he's got a point. I hate to say it, but now that I thought about it, if we have a couple teleports per day, and it's going to take her 2 weeks to get there, we have anywhere from 9 to 14 days, 3 tries each, to get to the right place.
Yeah.
Actually, new question. Are there any merch? Oh, guys, I figured it out. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go and we're going to raid one of those supply camps because they're going to be full of things from Xandria.
But
Alright, cool.
We might not know... Well, actually, no. No, they might not be. Because if there's supplies going to Xandria, they
They're
could be
coming
from
from
anywhere.
Xandria. The supply camps are from Xandria to set up outposts to
Well,
invade our country.
No, the supply camps are going from other cities in Xandria to the city of Xander.
Yes, but the soldiers are from Xandria.
The soldiers will have
Uniforms are
stuff
from
on them.
Xandria. If they have items on them, they're most likely from Xandria. If we find a family picture, it's probably from Xandria.
And popping up in somebody's home is a lot safer than someone's barracks. Are we the bad guy?
I'm starting to question that a little bit.
Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Give me a second, and I'm gonna like you rush into the back.
Oh, now he has me worried.
I'm gonna start counting. 1,
And
2,
and you're gonna
3.
just and after a moment you're just gonna hear the sound of like stuff being like you dug around and moved aside. And after a moment I'm gonna run back out. I'm gonna be like, what if we teleported to a temple of like over there or somewhere similar?
Unless whatever you have comes specifically from their temple, odds are we could wind up in any temple in all of the world. Which,
Well, actually,
while a very cool game of traveling roulette, is not what we're aiming to do.
Well, funnily enough, before we arrested what's her name, I took this off her and I hold up her holy symbol that I took.
Oh my gosh. You took her holy symbol.
Yeah, I didn't want her casting magic.
There's a small possibility it will teleport us to her instead, but that
And then we can
would
stop
ultimately
her.
solve our problem.
Actually, and I look at
the person.
actually, I pause a second. I'm like, actually, this was hers, and I haven't used it like at all because I didn't have a use for it. This might literally just take us straight to her, and she's in the middle of traveling. Let's just go to her and stop her.
I don't think it'll take us directly to her, but it very well might, and I am willing to gamble that.
All right, I set the holy symbol on the table. So,
Okay.
how do we do this?
Alex will look a little uncomfortable. Is everybody ready to go? Does anyone need to get anything before we go?
Well, we need to get some.
Alex, make me an Arcana check real quick.
Oh, who, me?
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, Alex still knows he needs to do one final thing before we can actually, go and do this.
Yeah, you need to attune to it.
Yeah, there's that. That's the part that Alex is dreading.
Yep.
I'm gonna like run over to my dad and be like, "Hey, I'm about to go halfway across the world. Do you mind if I borrow the really cool instrument of yours?" Okay.
Hey, Dad! Lend me your items!
Okay. You better not break it. I'm gonna confiscate your loot, or my loot technically, until you get back. Okay. And you're gonna see me run back, holding an instrument of the bards, the bandor, and you also notice that sort of in the center of it is a glowing red crystal embedded into it. Alright, I'm ready to go.
Okay, quick question. How much
Okay.
can the helm of teleportation teleport?
8 creatures, including yourself.
I thought it was not including yourself.
No, it's 7, not including yourself, I think. So 8.
You and up to it instantly teleports you and up to 8 willing creatures of your choice that you can see. So 9 including
Brandon was
yourself.
right. 9 including yourself. I was wrong. Brandon was correct.
Because I still kind of want to take the wagon if we're going to Xandria.
I don't know if I can bring the one.
You can teleport items, but it's separate, I believe. If you target an object, it must be able to fit entirely inside a 10-foot cube, and it can't be held or carried by an unwilling creature.
I could, in theory, teleport the wagon and then ourselves.
Inside the wagon?
Imagine we imagine we teleport on the wagon and we just end up crushing her by mistake.
I want to point out that if we teleport the wagon... Actually, you know what? I have an idea. We're not going to teleport the wagon right away, but as soon as we acquire some safe thing that we can use to fast travel between, I will come back and teleport the wagon to that location. How does that sound?
Sounds so good.
Yeah.
I do believe I should go stop by my family shop to grab some extra supplies.
Well, everybody has an hour. Alex will let out a deep sigh. He'll take the banana hat and he'll put it on.
Did you want her to get some chemicals to make sure that doesn't rot?
Yeah, go ask your brother about this. Maybe send him over. I'm gonna have
Speaking of which, we don't know where that thing's been. Let me just clean that off for you. And I wave my
really don't
hand
want
over it.
Oh gosh, he's gonna touch it.
No, I don't touch it. I wave my hand over it and
Gonna
with
touch it
magic
with
clean it.
He's gonna touch it with his magic and his intentions. It's almost as grubby as his hands.
I've already flavored it, Nick. I don't know what else you're expecting.
That's my problem, Brandon. You flavored it.
That's going in
What?
quotes.
Why does it being flavored bother you so much? Were you planning on finishing it?
A magic item should not have a flavor, especially when it's the unedible kind. Usually.
But this is edible.
I'm putting that in quotes.
What are you putting in quote?
All of that. Hang on.
You flavored it.
Should not
All right.
have.
Cecile's like, anyway, I'm gonna head back to the library. If you guys find anything neat, let me know.
We will do just that.
Oh, and if you need to reach John, let me know. I can put him on.
Yeah, I don't foresee that being necessary, but we'll keep that in mind.
John's like, oh, come on, I have tons of useful information and knowledge. I'm a sphinx after all.
I'll turn like what?
Like, let's see. Let's see what I can give you guys off of this list.
Well, now that you've mentioned it.
Can you give us short?
Well, did you know there is a type of zombieism that isn't just dead people brought back to life, but that spreads like a virus?
I did not know that, and now I'm horrified. Should I be concerned?
Well, as long as it doesn't, crop up somewhere in the world, no, there's no cause to be concerned.
Uh-huh. Alex is sitting there, his paws folded together on the table, and I want to point out that Alex is having this very serious conversation with a fruit basket hat on his head.
What if we destabilized via zombies?
I do know. No, absolutely not. I'm not even entertaining the idea. We are not destabilizing a rival nation by turning them into an indiscriminate enemy of everybody who will kill us without remorse or regard.
Yes,
Are they already
I'm
doing
pretty
that?
sure that an army of zombies is slightly worse than an army of not zombies.
Because the not zombies can be bribed, reasoned with, threatened, blackmailed, persuaded, talked to.
And zombies can't coordinate.
Zombies infect anything that they touch. Our enemies could stab us, but if the enemy walks up and bites me, it's more of a violation of my personal space than anything. He's gonna have a problem. I'm gonna have a problem.
The BBG's fine as long as he doesn't invade my personal space.
I mean, just like the scope of consequence by unleashing a zombie anything on an enemy nation becomes literally everybody's problem, and not in a good sense, not in a, oh, you've united all your enemies and now they're out to get you, ho ho ho. Like, no, now we have an epidemic on a global scale. It would be bad. Bad, 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 bad. We're not doing it.
Anyhow, I'm gonna head back to the library too. Good luck, guys.
Bye. Alright, the two of them leave. Alex will sit here, his paws folded together, his chin on his hands, and he is desperately trying to look dignified with a giant fruit basket on his head. And he's trying to look like he doesn't care, and he very clearly cares.
So while he's doing that, is there any prep that you guys want to do before heading out?
As far as for my character,
I'm just gonna like sort through like the items in the back of the bar and get my gear together.
I would like to go to the Temple of Astrid,
Okay.
or the Church of Astrid.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything for me is fine. Sorry, I interrupted.
I'm gonna go speak to any. I'm gonna see if I can speak to either any of the priests or clerics there, just to
Alright.
see if I can get a name of somebody who is
Expendable.
So no, somebody like maybe if they know of other clergy at a Temple of Astrid in Xander City.
All right. So you head in, and you see Hildegard, and she walks
I'm
out. Like, Ivod, how can I help you?
Yeah, so a group of friends and myself, we're going on another adventure. We're going to be heading out to Xander City. I was just wondering, do you happen to know of any clergy of any Church of Astrid by name in Xander City?
Can't say that I do. I haven't wandered too far outside of Fleur de Leon, much less Mangfold, as my duties lie here.
I suppose that's fair. I figured you had some type of secret committee where you got on a Zoom call and all the clergy got together and were having reviews.
No, I typically commune directly with Astrid about once a week.
Do you do that through Zoom or Google Meet?
What?
Do you do that through Zoom or Google Meet?
I'm not sure what those are.
I don't know. It's a reference. Don't worry about it.
Okay, whatever you say.
The NPCs can't break the fourth wall.
I know. I'm all for it.
You mean you're all forfeit?
I'm all for it. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was terrible.
Oh man, there's a whole bunch of quotes you can get out of this session.
Yeah. Anyway, but on to the matter at hand.
Anyhow, anything else?
So basically, I was wanting to get names.
You don't got none.
I don't got none. No, that's it for me. I was just trying to help out in case we had to teleport to a church. For myself, I suppose just gather my equipment and we've agreed to meet back at the tavern, right? Is that safe to say?
Yeah, Alex is just sitting
yeah.
here. Alex isn't going anywhere. Much to Alex's dismay.
Yeah.
You know, we got like a broom closet you can go into if you don't want to be seen while you do this.
Well, you gotta ritualistically attune to this, with the hula.
No, absolutely not. We're walking.
What you don't want? What if I could convince Josh to cut the attunement time in half by requiring a hula ritual?
Cutting the
Let's see.
attunement time in
Waiting
half
up-
doesn't actually do anything for us.
Well, it saves us about
Let's see.
30 minutes.
I can spend 60 minutes mildly embarrassing myself by looking like an idiot. Or I can spend 30 minutes profoundly embarrassing myself by looking like a drunken idiot.
Well, I mean, you are okay. To be fair, 1, you're in a tavern. 2, you would have friends, and 3, you'd cut the time in half, so it's less embarrassment as far as time goes.
Don't mind him. Alex just had a bit too much of the weird beer.
Then he says, "Here to help," he says.
I don't think Josh
Alex
would.
always bothered by-
It's
Well,
so funny
actually,
that I
no.
said that. But I would say that assuming Josh would be okay with that proposal, which he probably wouldn't be.
Nick, if I did that, I would have at least opened up with offering to give you a more private place to do it without making a fool of yourself.
Well,
But you
kinda
didn't
wanna do
offer.
hula.
I did! I offered you a broom closet!
He did.
Where is your friendship at with these characters? They want me to do the hula, and they're offering me a broom closet.
Well, no, I'm trying to trying to make this funny.
Oh yes, just at somebody else's expense.
Well, I mean, it would require others. I mean, I'd do it with you.
That doesn't fully resolve the looking like an idiot problem, but I am slightly touched.
I mean, you should see our VOD in Princess Tea Time.
I could do like some air punches to make it look cooler.
All right, so an hour
Oh,
passes
man.
as you guys go about, speak to your other people you need to speak with, do some light shopping, get your affairs in order for travel, and you meet back at the tavern.
Great. Has it? Can we say it's been an hour?
That's what I just said. Yes.
Oh, then I missed that little bit. Great. I'm officially attuned. Okay. This puts me at like. I think I'm up to my 3 attunements now. If I think about it.
Can artificers get 4?
I
Yeah,
have
they're
not yet
to level
unlocked
10.
Alrighty, yes, I'm up to my 3rd and currently max attunements for the time being. Along with the spell refueling ring and boots of the winding path, infinite short range teleporting. Oh. With that established, is everybody ready to go take a wild gamble, pray to the only acting god that this goes well?
Yes, sir.
All
Corporal.
right, cool.
Yes.
Y'all are real
I
hardcore.
was gonna say something, but it didn't.
But it's a good thing,
It
yeah.
didn't. I was gonna say something funny, but it didn't come to fruition. Fruition.
I
Yeah.
do slightly more, but
All right.
only slightly.
So you begin to cast the teleport.
Oh, you say that like I'm about to fail, so yeah, I begin to cast the teleport.
Okay. So a little orange spark appears next to you and begins slowly drawing a circle around you.
So long as it's not drawing a fruit.
What are fruits if not misshapen circles?
You
Orange is a
hate that.
circle.
you see a
No,
large
they're
you see a large orange circle encompass us. Within the orange circle, a yellow crescent of a banana appears.
I hate all.
making a smiley face.
As 2 strawberries pop up for the eyes.
I hate all of you.
Can we make the avocado a nose?
Just when I thought I couldn't hate you anymore, you managed to find a way.
Alrighty. So it takes about 10 minutes as the circle finally begins to come to a close, and as it moves in a circle, it draws a line, and it moves back towards the beginning. And as the spark is about to touch the tail end of it, it connects, and it erupts vertically in a beam of energy, and the world around you all shifts.
Oh, cool. Here's hoping that we're either going directly to her or to the temple. This is either going to be great or
Or
terrible.
great.
You
Either
know,
of
like,
the Okay, so what happens?
Yes, Josh. Do tell. What happens?
All right. Everything. The pillar of orange light erupts that you can't see through, and then dissipates, and you are all standing in a church of some sort.
Oh. Well, this isn't exactly what I was going for, but
could have been worse.
that I want to walk. Okay, is there a priestly individual around?
There is up on the altar, and there also appear to be a number of other people around. You might be in the middle of a church service.
Oh no, guys, we've interrupted.
Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do, Josh?
Hi.
Oh no.
I'm gonna look at everyone and I'm gonna put like a finger up to my lips, and I'm gonna motion for everyone to follow me, and I'm gonna sit into an empty pew.
We sit into an empty pew, and Alex will take off the banana helm and put it in his bag of holding.
You've interrupted a church service with the banana hat. We look like crackheads.
All right, you guys are gonna need to make a check for this.
Oh, only
Everyone-
one check? The universe
I
is
guess
merciful.
everyone make a performance check. Aubrey doesn't have to.
Oh.
Um,
Oh. I'm good at
As
so
far-
many things, but performance is not one of them.
Well, we'll chalk that 7 up to the fact that you're wearing a banana hat.
I know.
All right.
could have been worse.
Could it?
Not real. No, it's fine.
Ooh.
I hope we just take awkward damage.
Take awkward damage.
You take psychic damage. It's just it's really
All right.
kind of awkward.
So as you teleport in, the priest is in the middle of talking and just kind of stops and looks at you, and everyone turns and looks at you as you walk into the pew, and everyone's just staring at you.
I'm so sorry that we're late. I hope you didn't interrupt anything.
Roll persuasion. Or actually,
Oh,
deception.
no.
Well, pick. Pick
Oh,
a
Brandon, you need to pull this off. There is no amount of dignity that Alex is going to.
All right. The priest just kind of just closes his eyes and shakes his head, then continues his sermon. Everyone make a religion check.
Hey, I'm good at these.
Wow, I got a surprisingly good one.
I'm also
25.
Okay, I was about to say, I hope the scientist isn't the one with the highest religion.
No.
All right.
The paladin
So
is.
you can tell almost immediately from the sermon he's giving that you are in a church of Astrid.
Oh, great.
Give me
Okay, we're gonna
just
go
a
find-
second to make sure that that lines up with the lore I've written.
Sorry, we're late.
Hey, it worked!
It did, but
Not even mad.
well, you had to.
I'm a little mad, but only a little.
Well, think of all the science you can get out of the service.
The science I could get out of this service will never outweigh the shame and embarrassment I'm going to have to put up with for a long time by wearing a freaking banana helm.
You know, you could add an illusionary enchantment to the hat to make it look like something else.
Or you could just, cough up the
Deal
money
with
to
it.
get something to like change the hat. Just find an inch,
Brandon,
find an artificer.
I don't have like minor illusion or anything like that.
Wait,
No,
why not?
he's saying like get
I
something.
have like 2 cantrips.
No, I mean
Yep,
like
that works.
enchant the hat to have an illusion on it.
I'm not an enchanter, and we got it today.
Okay, then let's find one.
Guys,
Artifice the hat to have an illusion on it.
that's it. Alex is not having this conversation with you guys
All right.
further.
Especially
as
during
you're
church.
speaking, you hear, everyone, this is Xander. Can you hear me? Are you in Xandria?
Oh my gosh, he's in our ears and in our heads.
I'd like to put my finger up to my earpiece and be like,
Shh,
Alexander, we're in
we're
church.
in mass.
In church.
So it might have worked. Step
Listen,
outside into the
talk to-
city and let me know what it looks like. I'll let you know if you're in the city of Xander or not.
Call us back in about half an hour. I think they're almost done.
What do you mean half an hour? This is a matter of the utmost importance. What could be more important than saving the world?
Saving
Church.
God.
Oh, you cut me off.
Yes, we keep cutting each other off in today's session. It is just one of those session days.
It's just like Xander was like, what could be more important than saving the city? And I was gonna say, saving our souls.
Same concept. God.
All right. So, you listen to the priest give his sermon and talk about Astrid. And everyone roll a history check.
Do I have advantage since I'm a paladin and I work in the church quite regularly?
I'm gonna laugh if I get higher than the paladin.
Same.
Josh,
Hi.
since I since I pretty much run sermons on a regular, do I have advantage?
Sure.
Since I'm a paladin, okay. 27.
All right. So, as he gives a sermon, you guys pick up on context clues that yes, this is in fact the city of Xander.
Oh.
Oh, I thought we were just talking about the. Okay, never mind. I thought we were talking about the actual.
The priest
like,
talks about the city and the good that Astrid has done for the city, and how the people can give back by through service in the city and other stuff. And after about another 20 minutes, the service ends.
It's really interesting. These people believe in the same deity we do, and for similar reasons we do. It's some weird cosmic insight where everybody's following the same deity, and here we are, attempting to stop each other.
I'm gonna leave the scientist and go talk to the priest after service.
Okay.
Uh,
Yep. Everyone starts to file out of the church. A
Okay.
few people are still giving you weird looks.
I'll be here.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the church. You guys can go on ahead. Just let me know what you guys find when you come back, and let me know what you find.
You know, Alex, as far as worst case scenarios, we actually got it pretty good.
Wait, is Alex the Banana King?
If you call me the Banana King, I'm teleporting you to somewhere random in the universe.
Jacob, I was tempted to call him the Banana King earlier. That title is reserved for Aubrey.
I forgot it was Aubrey.
Aubrey needs the
Oh.
helm of teleportation now.
All right, I think we're all convinced. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So you go up to the priest. It's like, hello, sir.
Just yeah, we're visitors, and I'll show my holy symbol.
Like,
I was just wanting to.
Okay.
Yeah, we're visitors in the city. I just wanted to, I guess, formally introduce myself, since we both worship under the same Church of Astrid.
I
And
see. Yes, I was wondering how a group such as yourself teleported directly into the church.
yeah, we've come to visit an old friend. Did not exactly go according to plan, but figured it worked out. We can catch up on some service.
Well, as
Catch up on
a
service.
man of the goddess herself, I'm sure you have your reasons for coming directly to the church. Thank you for attending at least a portion of my service.
Well, of course, it was a nice little sermon you gave.
Yes, thank
What
you.
does the yeah? So I wanted to ask what. I'm not exactly familiar with the city. So what kind of stuff could we do? I guess. Um, being a paladin of Astrid, I want to help the greater good. So what could we
Oh
do to
well,
help the city?
I'm sure if you wanted, you could join the city guard. They're accepting many positions right now.
I'm not opposed to it, but I'm looking for more short term right now. We're kind of trying to help around like nomadically.
Hmm. Well, you could ask around town. I'm sure some of the city townsfolk will be in need of assistance.
Yeah, of course. Um, Anything we should be warned about as far as the city is concerned?
Behave.
Oh, of course. That's a given. I guess I was referencing, is there
Yeah.
like
If you see Leonidas, don't look him in the eye.
Leonidas?
Yes.
Sounds like a bad foot fungus.
Leonidas is
Oh.
one of the government officials in charge of the town right now. You'll recognize him. He's a tiefling, and he gives off a very intimidating aura. He's almost always flanked by guards.
And he's leading this city?
Yes.
So why don't we
as
look him in?
as you were talking,
I
a
hope it
cat
doesn't just
runs
blow
by
up.
and brushes up against your legs.
Oh, adorable.
It's like, it must be one of the strays. There's a good number of stray cats in town.
That's interesting. Why?
Why are there a lot of strays in town?
I don't know. Maybe people adopt the cats. Maybe they don't fix them. Like they're just cats.
I mean, yeah, but that was very random. Why is it in the church?
Very oddly.
I'm not allowed to
specific.
add detail to my campaign.
That's an interesting way to detail the campaign. We're having this serious conversation about a potential enemy we'll have to
Look,
fight.
there's a beholder
There's
in
a
the
cat.
corner. Are you happy now? There's another detail.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. What's up, John?
Oh my gosh.
Nick got it. Yeah, so after asking him about some stuff, yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say. Do you have the service schedules for daily service and
Yes, you can find them
worship?
posted just outside the building.
Of course. I'll be back,
Oh, yes.
and
See
I'll
you
say
around
my
then.
yeah, the name's Ervod, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Ervod. My name is Mickey Miskew.
Mickey Miskew. Got it.
Like that. I like that a
It's like
lot.
it's like Mickey Mouse, but a lot cooler.
Yeah, no, about 40 minutes ago, I was like, there's a high chance they're going to wind up in the church. Let me go ahead and name this character.
Good thinking.
Yeah. All right. I'll go catch up with the party now.
All right.
So, are you guys waiting on me?
The cat walks by towards the door.
I want to catch it.
Okay, you go after the cat. Make a dexterity check, please.
Animal handling?
Yep, animal handling.
Okay. 11.
The stray is not persuaded.
Oh,
Wait, hang on. Can I pull out some rations?
rations is like 2 pounds of food, by the way.
Yes. I just want to pull out a little crumb of it and then just kind of hold it out in my hand.
All right, you have advantage. Roll again.
Nice. Ooh, 21.
Okay. The cat turns around, it comes over and sniffs at the food.
Yeah, I'll just pet it. I'm not necessarily looking to pick it up.
Okay, everyone else, you see this too.
Hold up some catnip.
I could just imagine.
Yes.
I could just imagine that. Meanwhile, I'm over at you. You shouldn't look at the banana as something to be ashamed of, more something to embrace, to add to your character, to add to your image. You know?
Alex will turn. Can I ask you a favor?
Yeah.
Could you stop bringing up the banana helm?
I mean, I'm sorry. It's the
Nick,
whole
we will
reason we're-
never stop talking about the banana helm.
Look.
Yeah,
it's
that's
the
kind of
whole
my
reason-
ongoing problem.
It's the whole reason we're here. It's kind of hard not to think about it.
It is how we are here. It is not why we are here.
Plus, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't eat before we left.
If you eat the very expensive, well, I guess discounted banana helm without pre-purchasing a more proper helm of teleportation, so help me, I will shove the whole thing down your throat and watch you choke on it.
What if I finish it before you can do that?
Then you are more powerful than me.
Guys,
You devour the entire
guys.
helm before you suffocate to death. You will scare me more than I will be mad at you.
If you need to leave town, you can banana split.
Yes! Oh my gosh, let's make a banana and split! Cast teleport. When the druid gets a hold of teleport. Let's make a tree and leaf. Let's make a banana and split. Oh, that almost makes it worth it. Not quite.
All right, here. Everyone, has your church thing finished? It's Xander.
Oh.
Oh yes, it's just wrapped up.
Oh,
I was gonna say no. Get back to us in a couple hours.
Have you been able to locate where you are exactly?
We're in the church. I'm petting a cat.
Give us just a second, and I'd like to walk out the door.
All right. You walk out the door. All right.
Yes.
You step out and you see that you are on a busy street.
Any notable landmarks?
Well, you're in front of a church. Make me a perception check.
Okay. 23.
All right, you see a road sign that notes this as the High Road, and the church is on the corner of the High Road and Coffin March.
We're at the church on the corner of High Road and Coffin March.
Ah, you're on the High Road. Do you have any idea what district you're in? You see a sign that says you're in the Castle Ward.
Castle Ward?
Yes. I think if you head south from there, you'll be able to find the Royal Tavern.
All
Great.
right, I think I've got it. I'll get everyone else together and we'll start heading that way.
We can hear you.
I mean, I walked outside. You guys are still inside.
You
Yeah,
are
but you're wearing
in
an earpiece.
my ear.
I was addressing Xander.
Yeah,
Or
but
okay, I didn't say him.
Xander opened a channel with everyone.
Oh, okay.
Xander clicked reply all.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, this is like the first time I've been using it.
Hey guys, I have a new plan. Yeah, we know.
All right.
All right, guys, come on, let's go.
You guys step out onto the street.
It's a busy street in a busy
Alright,
day in
The
a
cat
city
runs
that
out and it runs
yeah.
past you and begins to run toward down the street.
The way that
Huh.
we're going.
Check your pockets.
Alex will
The
cross his
DM is
arm.
snickering. Check your pockets.
I guess I checked my pockets.
Your stuff is there.
Okay.
Great. I checked the bag.
Your stuff is there.
Great.
I checked my mind.
Yeah, you're all checked out.
Check my bag.
Your stuff is
I
there.
checked my coffee.
Your coffee is fine.
Okay, I take a sip.
But there was a
Calm down
chance
a bit.
it wasn't. Okay. Now that
Alright.
we've done
So the
this
cat runs down the street and around the corner and disappears.
All right, let's get headed to this quite lovely sounding tavern.
Alright. So you guys head down the street and follow the high road and you find a sign that labels the trades ward.
Ooh.
And continuing further, you come across a tavern labeled the Royal Tavern.
Oh, we should go inside and speak with the people there. And someone with more charisma than the artificer should probably do the talking, though I'm probably going to regret that.
I got you.
All right, follow my. How about we both go in and do this at the same time? I feel like we're
All
both
right.
pretty competent.
What's your charisma?
Let me double check.
As the two of you bolster
16.
in, Alex will lean over to our resident drug dealer. We're doomed.
All right.
Sure, everything will be all
Okay,
right.
so what, Nick? What are we talking about? Who am I looking for?
We're absolutely doomed.
I believe we're looking for his sister.
Yeah.
What does your sister look like? Xander.
Yes, Xander here.
What does your sister look like?
Yes, she's a silver dragonborn. Her name is Priya.
Ooh.
Okay. I guess I'll, like, as we walk in the bar, I kind of take a look around.
Alright, there are a number of people in the bar. Sitting about, and you see a lady up and let's see, let's find, yep, and a lady and a kobold up at the bar serving some people.
Oh, I'm gonna go up to the bar.
Alright,
Same here. I'll go with him.
okay. Everyone else?
I will calmly follow behind.
Alright.
I think the artificer and the drug dealer are going to keep a close but healthy distance.
Hello, barkeeps. Could me and my friends here have, well, for me, a mug of ale? What do you all want? I turn around and look at everyone.
Oh, something fruity.
Okay, wine. Weird
No.
wine, if you have it.
I was so tempted to say something as fruity as your hat. I'm
You-
so
you-
tempted.
You will get teleported, and your character will be irrelevant for the next several sessions.
Oh man.
Let's see, I'm thinking of a
Oh,
supply
it was-
camp outside, and I'm rolling a D100. Which, yeah, that'll get you to a camp or somewhere close to it. Have fun taking it on your own.
Yeah. Yeah. There are gonna be consequences.
So yes, I'm asking like what everyone wants to drink, and saying this to the barkeeps.
Can I have some sweet tea?
Oh, well, now that he said it, I want sweet tea.
All right. The kobold nods and walks over to the shelf and gets you some drinks and comes back and sets them on the counter.
Great.
Sweet.
I'm assuming that we should probably, pay for this like civilized people.
Yes, how much would this be?
Sweet tea, 5 copper.
I mean, like all of our drink.
Oh, all of your drinks?
Well, now we've
3
got to do
silver.
math.
Yeah, I just put a gold on the counter.
Ah, thanks.
Just want to flex how loaded you really are.
Haven't seen you lot in here before.
Yes, we're visiting at the moment. We were actually coming to visit someone who apparently worked here. Do you happen to know a bartender or someone working here under the name of Priya?
Oh yeah, Priya owns the place. She's out at the bazaar shopping right now.
Oh.
Oh, all right.
You guys know her?
Will she be back soon?
Yeah, she'll probably be back soon. You guys know her?
Friends of friends.
Friends,
They,
Yes.
they recommended
wanted
the
to get
bar.
acquainted.
I see. Well, feel free to hang out and chill until she gets back. She's on a supply run.
Okay.
All right.
Well, do you have good food?
I mean, we got some pretty good food, yeah.
What do you recommend?
Definitely the eggs and bacon.
Well, I want mac and cheese. Can I have some mac and cheese?
Why did you ask him what he had to offer? Turn around and tell him what you were going to do.
I would personally love a large plate of eggs and bacon.
What do you guys have? It's
All right.
a Waffle House. We have. I want a sandwich. Like
The kobold pulls out a notebook and starts writing. All right. All right, and anything for the rest of you? Let's see. Mac and cheese. Yeah, we can do that.
All right for the moment.
Awesome. I'll also take some eggs and bacon, because that does sound good.
All right, some eggs and bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, some eggs and bacon. I just want a Waffle House meal now. Gosh darn it.
Let's go to Waffle House.
We should meet in person like next week and go to Waffle House for dinner.
Ooh, that could be tasty.
I'd be up for that.
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's put a pin in that idea and revisit it.
Yeah. I
think
wanted
it's
to
a
meet in
worthwhile
person
idea.
this week, but
IHOP
COVID was spiking,
would be
and I
good
wanted
too.
to take it at safe. Also, I want to acquire a microphone so I can set it on the table and record the session and upload it after the fact, so I can continue the logs going.
Yeah.
Also, meeting in person means I can't use my digital castle that I put together, but at least all the work of designing it will still be useful.
We could always meet in person for the sake of just meeting in person and, enjoying.
Not worried about D&D.
True.
Get together rather than a Dungeons and Dragons get together. An opportunity
is
just
fair.
to talk and revel and hang out.
No, I would
And-
not turn down D&D.
No, neither would I. Just like
Well, I've been thinking about running a one shot if y'all are interested.
you would be interested.
It'll be fun, yeah.
One shots always give me an opportunity to try out new character ideas, be them great or terrible.
One shots are good times to try out terrible character ideas because then you're not stuck with your bad decisions.
Very true, my
I
engineering.
kind of want to create a D&D character that's like Mr. Beast, where he's just filthy rich and he just randomly goes up to all the NPCs and buys off their entire house in debt.
I mean, like, this campaign is also an option to experiment with character ideas because if it doesn't
Yeah.
work, you have backup characters.
Okay. Just out of the character right now. When we get all the wishing stones, can we agree to wish for a deck of many things?
It's legally allowed.
That's not a good idea.
But here's the thing. This is the campaign to do it.
No,
Because
we're trying to treat Josh's campaign with love and
Actually,
respect.
Jacob's right. If one of your characters dies from the deck of many things, you have backups.
yes.
But Josh, the ramifications on the world as a whole.
Don't worry about it. We've already broken it with our money.
Plus, we already know that deck of many things exists in this world. Like, specifically, at the very least, 2 decks exist.
You mean
I
in this
want that
continuity?
Wait, what?
You mean in this continuity?
And this continuity...
Yes, in this timeline, there are at least 2 decks.
Yes. But not on this plane of existence.
Anyway, the kobold continues writing. It's like, anything else?
I'll order just like a standard Waffle House entree of goodies. Because that sounds good right now.
Yeah.
So there's going to be toast and eggs and
Yeah.
hash
Bacon.
browns and...
All right.
Wait, what is this place called again?
The Royal Tavern.
The Royal Tavern.
Watch, this is the world's beginning of Waffle House. We're inadvertently establishing the existence of, like, an all-powerful,
I'm
never-closed...
pretty sure this is more of the establishment of Burger King.
Yeah.
No,
As the kobold's writing, she like puts her pencil on her chin. It's like, breakfast for dinner. I should bring them up to Priya. See if it sounds like a fun menu idea.
Is it dinner time?
It's dinner time, yes. It was afternoon when session started.
Anyway.
I'll be AFK for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
I believe that's all of you have ordered now, except maybe Jen.
Yeah.
My character's gonna order some pancakes.
All right. Pancakes.
Making bacon pancakes.
All right. The kobold walks into the back, walks out a moment later, and heads out to bust some tables.
Hey, we wait patiently, like good patrons. Because we're good people, I guess. Question
All right.
mark.
Not murder hobos.
Yep. After
Not
a
yet.
few minutes, more than a few. After like 10, 15 minutes, the human lady comes out and brings out you guys' food, sets it in front of you.
Great, we eat.
All right. So as you guys are eating, make me a perception
we're-
check,
All of us or just one of us?
all of you.
Alrighty, perception it is. Oh, that was actually quite good.
Oh, nice.
Why is it doing that? I remember that Jacob is AFK for the
Not
moment.
20.
Yep. I mean, you all rolled over 20, so that's good enough. So as you guys are eating, you hear the door open and hear some clanking walk through the door, like armor.
I want to casually, but non-suspiciously, look at whatever's creating the noise.
All right.
Like
Hey,
a normal person.
You turn around and see a group of soldiers has entered the tavern. The soldiers seem to flank the doorway, and what looks to be the guy who's the head of the group walks over to the counter and waves the woman over.
Oh, okay. This is a shakedown.
It's like, excuse me, ma'am, we're looking for Priya Alexis. I've been informed that she is the owner of this facility. And the woman responds, oh, Priya's out at the moment, shopping for supplies. If you need to tell her something, I can take a message for her. And the guy's like, no, we're actually here to bring her in for questioning at the castle. And I was like, all right, I can let her know to drop by the castle when she gets back. And the guard shakes his head and is like, I'm afraid I've been ordered to escort her back to the castle personally, so I'll be waiting here until she returns.
What's this guy look like?
Trouble.
He's a human. He's heavily armored.
He looks
Second
like
question.
trouble.
Second question, more important than the first one. Josh, are there any Are there any coasters on the counter here?
Brandon, you're starting to worry me.
No, there aren't. There's some napkins.
What about anything that has like maybe like the logo? Like, does the silverware have any like signifiers of this place on it,
Signets?
or like
Not
engravings
particularly.
or anything? Yeah. Is there anything like handheld here that like I'm looking for something that like represents this place?
Like an emblem?
Alright,
Something that we can use the hat on.
as you're looking around, the kobold walks arm's like, oh, you looking for something? Do you need anything?
Just a memento.
Oh. Would you like a
This place
Royal
is really
Tavern
nice.
mug?
Yes, I would love one. How much is it?
4 silver.
All right. I put
Royal
another gold down.
mug. That's great.
She goes into the back and she comes out and she sets a nice clean mug in front of you with the Royal Tavern logo on it.
Aww.
All right. All right. We've now got fast travel to this tavern.
I hope you don't say that out loud.
No, I don't.
Oh, good.
So we all heard the guards say that they're looking for Priya.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did they announce why?
No, take her in for questioning.
Hmm.
Which, is a different kind of problem.
Some of the guards just go and sit down at the table in front of the door.
Are they just guards, or is there any resemblance that they're holy guards of any kind?
There's an emblem on their armor. You recognize their armor from, it's very similar to that of the people who invaded Fleur de Leon a few years ago.
Ah.
The head guard heads over and joins them at the table that's closest to the door.
So, I like to get up, stretch and yawn, finish my drink. I'm basically done eating. And I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna wait outside for now. I'll see you guys when you finished. And as I start walking away, I'm gonna wait until I'm outside. Once I'm outside, I'm gonna do a broadcast line to everyone and just say, alright, I'm just gonna sort of stake outside until Priya gets here, and I don't know, I'll give her a warning about what's inside.
There's also a soldier stationed outside the door.
Oh, I don't say that then. I send a quick notice through message to Nick's character saying, I'm just gonna wait outside for Priya to show up. Tell the others.
I will acknowledge such a message.
And I'm just gonna kind of walk outside and sit down. I'm gonna be like, hello, officer.
Like,
Brandon, do you
can
perpetually
I help
try
you,
to...
sir?
No, just, I finished seating, wanted to get some air, just waiting for some friends of mine to finish up.
Oh, well, please stand aside. I'm here on official business.
Oh, apologies, and I'll, like, scooch over a bit out of the way.
Alright.
Brandon,
Make me a perception check.
Okay.
not that I don't applaud your audacity, but do you perpetually try and bring attention to yourself? Hello, officer who wasn't paying attention to me previously. I want to converse with you now.
I'm not gonna try to look all sketchy and try to avoid him.
Talking to the officer might be more sketchy.
Okay. Could I inspire myself, Josh?
No, technically.
No. Sorry, too late.
Rules
Alright,
is written. Apparently, you're not allowed. But I personally don't care.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, you can inspire yourself.
Wait, you're not technically allowed to inspire yourself?
Rules
Nope.
is written. You're not. Apparently.
Yeah, my DM sucks. Like the other one.
Sucks or says?
It literally says you can't.
Yeah, no. If you read Bardic Inspiration, you're allowed to. It specifically says that is not yourself.
Wow. I didn't realize that.
But you said that you rolled.
Well, yeah, because you're probably already full of yourself as a bard, so you don't need to be inspired.
All right.
You already have Jack of all trades. So.
Wait, Josh,
Hi.
Did you say that you ruled that you could do it to yourself, though?
Yes, you can inspire yourself in my campaign.
They're limited bardics, so.
Yeah, because you only get so many, I don't really care. It's like you're inspired, someone else is inspired. It doesn't change very much. Bards are already broken, and like you're either gonna like roll high anyway, or it's not gonna help. Like, so all right.
You know what? I will burn up an inspiration. So,
Oh,
okay,
on the perception check.
Yeah.
All right. So you pull out your instrument and inspire yourself, then, right?
Yeah, and just
All right.
play like a nice little tune.
So as you do that, a silver dragonborn lady walks by and is like, "Oh, I didn't realize Liz had hired someone to advertise.
Oh,
I hope she's
no,
not
I'm
paying
just
you
playing
too
on
much. No offense."
Oh, no, I'm just playing on some friends of mine. This is just a passion project. And as I'm talking, and or after I finish, I'm gonna kind of like point a finger towards her, and send a quick message to her saying, "Just a reminder, there's some guards inside there waiting to arrest you when you show up." I'm just gonna give her a big smile and say, "Have a good day."
All right. She kind of steps off to the side next to you and leans against the wall and's like, responds to your message. "Yeah, I noticed the other one on the other side of the door there. I don't think he's noticed me yet."
I guess I message back.
Brandon, do you have disguise self?
Disguise yourself as her.
Not what I was going for, but a very interesting idea all the
You
same.
know who does have disguise self?
Xander?
As you're talking, Priya waves her hand, says a couple magic words, and her appearance changes.
I guess I'm in the middle of like, so what are you planning on doing? Oh, I see.
Alright, shall we head inside?
Indeed, I should probably check on my friends. I'm gonna get up, put my instrument back around my back, and open up the door for her.
Alright, the guard just kind of looks at you and then looks back out to the crowd, scanning it, looking for Priya.
All right, Brandon, I will give you credit for that. That was well done.
And I walk in, and I just sort of indirectly, just by walking, lead her up to the bar where all of you guys are at.
Alright. Yep. You resume your seat, and she takes the seat over at the desk, and the kobold walks up and says, "Hello, ma'am. Can I take your order?" And Priya in disguise says, "I think I'll have the owner special." And the kobold's like, "Ah, I see." Looks over at the guards. "We do have a situation on our hands. We don't know what they're here for yet."
Oh my
And
gosh.
Priya puts her hands behind her head and leans back a little bit. It's like, Looks over at Brandon's character. "Hey, do you mind doing a thing for me?"
Oh no.
Sure, I'd be happy to.
You seem like someone who's capable in a social circumstance.
Oh, all the time.
We need to know what the guards want. I
Alex will
know
just
they're
turn
here
and
for
look at
Priya,
Brandon's character.
but like, why?
I'd like to lean back a
Liz.
bit to like one of the.
Liz, would you grab some drinks, please? And Liz nods, goes over and fills up some alcoholic beverages and sets them on the counter. She turns, "Bring these to them and with Liz, and say they're on the house."
Josh, am I anywhere close to hearing this?
Yes.
Right there. Jen! Jen! Do it!
Your time is come.
Oh no, and oh yes!
Like, oh, before you do that, add a little bit of this in there. This will loosen their tongues up and other things a little bit more.
Priya laughs and nods, and you hand the ingredients to Liz, who puts the mugs under the counter, sprinkles in it, and puts them back on the counter.
Gosh, why did you name her Liz? I keep thinking back to Jacob's campaign.
Yes, it's a kobold named Liz, for very similar purposes, except this one is actually a lizard.
As opposed to what?
Ouch.
So Jen's character, in the previous campaign, Liz, was a human raised by a dragon who thought she was a dragon. Liz
Her
is
name
her
was
nickname.
literally Lizard.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so-
yes.
The kobold's full name is Elizabeth Bruner.
Well, that's cool.
Yes, I'm actually coming up with names before you ask for them.
Josh, I'm so proud of you.
All right.
To be fair, I use that name.
Yeah, well, everyone else is either named Standard or Jenny Rick, so don't get used to it.
All right. So,
Standard.
Yeah, Standard.
Oh, lovely.
Or Jenny Rick.
You could do Stand Rad.
What?
Stand Rad. Because their name would be Brad.
Oh.
No, but you see, it's a play on words. Standard for standard, and Jenny
Mhm.
Rick for generic.
Yeah, I know.
I suppose. Going back though, I guess like me and the kobold started taking drinks over at one of the tables.
Yep. You pick up the drinks and you walk them over to the tables. Liz starts setting the drinks. It's like, here guys, we appreciate for all the things you guys do for our city. These drinks are on the house.
Oh.
I couldn't help but notice that there were a lot of you guys gathering in here. Things seemed pretty serious. Any idea what's going on at the moment? Why you're wanting the apparent owner of this place?
One of the guards looks like he's about to say something, but then holds his tongue and looks at the guy in charge. And the head guard's like, we're not really supposed to talk about business matters with the common folk, you know. In the event of like some super like big, like life-threatening circumstance, you know, we don't want to like cause a mass panic. And this, let me be clear, this is not one of those. But like,
But if it was,
Don't worry, I completely understand. If you were willing, though, Barkeep's oath, no one would hear about it.
Barkeep's oath. How many lies do you sprinkle as you walk?
well, no, because he's a barkeep. He's just not the barkeep of this bar.
Yeah.
On that
Okay.
note, the man's like, barkeep, are you associated with Priya? I mean, if you're serving drinks, I would suppose you would, but how well do you know her?
Not really that well, honestly. I've only just started helping out here a bit recently. Volunteer work, mostly. I never really
Brandon, make
haven't
me a
really got-
persuasion check.
You have contradictions, my friend.
That's straight up deception. I don't know about you.
Could I... I'm gonna inspire myself again.
Okay.
Please, no!
Oof. I was like, all right, well, good luck at your new job then. Hope Priya gets back soon. This place is nice and all, but I guess we shouldn't get too many drinks on the
Attached.
job. But one drink should be fine, guys. Just take it slow and don't lose your heads.
I can understand that mentality, honestly. I don't know your situation, but a drink always helps, you see a bit clearer during the day.
Well, one of the guards says, but what if Alex finds out? He won't be happy. And the head guard's like, shh, Alex doesn't need to know.
I kind of like the guards.
Who's this Alex person? You don't seem very...
No, Valix? I think he said.
Valix. Valix. And this is the part
You
where
make it-
anyone who's familiar with my YouTube channel knows exactly where I'm pulling my source material from, if they haven't guessed already.
And who exactly, or why exactly would you not want this Alex person to find out about you? Shall we say indulging in
I
a
see you're
drink
not
or
just
two?
new to the tavern, but you're new in town then. Valix is on the Council of Governors. Like, super strict guy.
I've heard about that part. I just haven't really gotten much of a chance to see him around.
I mean,
I don't really...
the city's huge and there's only 5 governors. Like, you're not likely to bump into any of them, although if you're in the vicinity of Leonidas, you'll know.
Ugh.
I swear, Leonidas sounds like a foot fungus.
Well, I guess just to ask though, because my job might be on the line at this point. Then, whatever you need, uh, Priya for, it's not gonna cause it's not gonna cause her to lose the tavern or anything, is it?
Well, no, she's not in trouble, per se. Well, if she doesn't cooperate, she'll be in trouble, but that goes for, anyone who doesn't cooperate with official matters. But,
Of course, of course.
let's see. Make me another persuasion check.
14.
You seem like a nice guy, but, we really shouldn't talk about official matters. It's not us. It's not our secrets to talk about.
Oh, wait a second.
Are we waiting?
Drug should be getting
This
soon.
was an ability check they made, right?
Are you gonna use what? Cutting words?
Yeah.
Okay, you need.
Brandon's like, I'm gonna debuff you.
I have sucked a lot.
Oof.
Okay, I'm gonna look at me like, completely understandable. Well, I hope your business matters go well. I hope you don't keep her away for too long. She does have to, keep this place running. And I hope you all enjoy your drinks.
All right,
Let us know
thanks.
if you need anything.
Jen, what did you spike them with?
Let's
What
see.
flavor of chaos do you want to inflict today?
I do believe it was a mixture of
A mixture.
opium to keep them drinking and weed to loosen their tongues.
Oh my gosh!
That sounds horrible.
Would they have
Oh,
already
yeah.
been getting influenced through this?
I mean, I don't think we can fight that.
Well, Josh hasn't said.
Just 'cause,
Well,
like,
yeah, a
if
couple
there's
of them have started drinking.
is there a chance that one of those persuasion or one of those their rolls could have been disadvantaged?
I'm gonna have them all make Constitution saves at disadvantage. All right. So the head guard is holding his own, as well as the guard sitting. This one here, this one's fine. These two guards are fine. The other three are kind of like, this stuff is tasty.
Glad
Alright.
to hear you enjoy it.
All right. Let's see. So, you head back over to. Liz begins to head over back towards the counter.
I mean, I can tell that I'm not really getting anywhere, so I'm gonna start making my way back over as well, at least for
Well,
now.
let it sink in a little bit more.
Yeah, it
I
has
have
a
an
moment. The
idea.
drugs need a minute to take effect,
As I do walk away though, I will just say, feel free to call out to me if you want any more drinks, by chance. And I'm gonna walk away.
All right. As you sit down, a cat jumps up on the counter and
Aw.
starts heading for your food.
If these cats are secretly pigeons that are spying on us from the government,
I was gonna say these cats are either just really coincidental world building, or they're foreshadowing, and we're not taking it seriously enough.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Hmm?
The cat comes over to me, right?
Yeah,
You're gonna punch
it's on the counter. It's going towards your food.
Okay, give me just a second. As they come over to me, I'd like to reach out and pet them a little bit and be like, "Oh, the kitty." I just stand there 1 second. I'm gonna give a couple plucks.
Alright.
On...
Fireball.
No. I'm gonna give a couple plucks on my instrument.
Make me a
I'm gonna
dexterity
cast-
check, please.
or is that animal handling?
I guess it can be animal handling. Yeah.
13.
All right. As you try to pet the cat, it does that thing where it's like back just curves and your hand misses it.
Oh, in that case, I pulled my hand back. Like, all right. Alright, just stand there a second. I'm gonna reach down to like my instrument, pluck a couple strings, and I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Oh. Not what I saw coming.
And after the spell goes through and sort of like imagine like a little bit of a string of magic surrounds myself, I'm gonna
All
say,
right. As you take your action to do that, the cat leans down and begins licking your food.
I don't mind sharing.
Oh.
And plus it keeps it still. So after I cast the spell, I'm gonna look and be like, hello, little cat. Are you able to understand me now?
The cat turns and looks at you, and in it says the word meow.
Are you able to say anything besides meow?
It turns and looks at you and it says meow, and it turns back to your food and keeps eating.
Can you stop eating my food, please? Or at least save some for me.
It turns and looks at you and says no.
No.
And then continues eating.
Jinx.
Kind of rude. How did you get in here? Like, are stray cats just an issue of this city, or?
Yeah, Liz walks over like shoo off the table, and the cat jumps onto the floor.
I'm gonna I'm gonna hold up a finger to Liz and be like, no, I'm having a conversation. I'm gonna kind of like lean down to the cat and be like, so what are you doing here? Like, as I was saying, are stray cats just an issue in this city, or?
Give me food.
Like, are you one of theirs? They give you food. Where did you come from?
Where did you go? I'm gonna name you Cotton Eye Joe.
All right. Cat's like, give me food.
Kind of look up at my plate, I sigh, like, I'll give you this food if you answer my question.
Make a persuasion check.
Finally, okay. I was gonna say if I couldn't persuade the cat.
The cat kind of squints at you. And it's like, what?
I'm just wondering, like, I've been noticing cats kind of all over the place. You know, what's going on here? Is it just, are there just stray cats around? Are you anybody's?
All right, I'll answer your question, but I want whatever's in that one's pocket, and it points its paw over towards Jen.
Oh no.
The catnip.
I'm gonna look.
Oh
What's your
no.
current character's name, Jen?
Myra.
Myra.
Mira? Okay, I'm gonna be like,
Myra.
Myra. I'm gonna be like, excuse me, Myra.
Yes?
Would you be okay if I had whatever is in your pocket right there? The cat seems particularly interested in it, and he'll answer some of my questions if I give it to him. And I
There's
point at the
several things in my pocket.
Do you have any catnip?
Oh yes, I do have a bit of catnip.
Is it in that pocket?
Yes.
I believe that's what the cat wants then. Would you be alright with giving it to them as a bit of a trade offer?
No problem.
I want drugs.
I guess, do you like pull it out?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, I guess just toss it down for them?
All right, Josh, we've exchanged
Sure.
All right.
drugs for information.
What do you want to know from the cat?
What's with all the cats wandering around?
What's with all the humans wandering around?
Well, we live here. We pay for these buildings.
We live here
Like-
too,
Dang.
and you pay us to be
Yes.
here.
Well, but the thing is, I guess, I guess, where did you? I suppose, where did you come from? Like,
Where did you go?
No, it's not. Did a lot of people just abandon all of you, or have you all come from a single area? Did someone release a lot of cats one day? Think it was funny or something?
Look, I don't know the history. I'm a cat.
Now, what do you think?
Who
of
do
that?
you answer to?
Who is your master?
I'm not allowed to say.
What am I supposed to say, Jesus?
Wait. Why are you not allowed to say?
Do you think I would be allowed to answer that question if I'm not allowed to say?
Yes, I do. Because you're just a cat. You know?
Oh, dang.
No, you didn't.
Can I roll
Well,
persuasion or
This
something?
just a cat doesn't speak to just a human, so it picks up the catnip and runs away.
I don't know, Brand. That was pretty clever.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm surprised no one in my
I'm
friend
the fidget
group.
spinner.
I like how no one in my friend, my party, let alone other people in the bar, didn't give me funny looks for the fact that I was suddenly talking to animals.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm potentially thinking of an idea.
Brandon, from our perspectives, you just leaned down and went meow, 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 and we just went, "Yep, this is normal."
Anyway, I'm gonna like sit back up and be like, that cat was hard to work with.
Yeah, you had a real intense conversation going there.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, he drove a hard bargain. He wanted some drugs for information, and he didn't even give me good information. He refused to tell me who he answers to. But he implied that there was somebody.
You'll just see that Alex gets a slightly puzzled look. You did what with the stray?
I don't think they're just strays. I think there's something more to this. I
I'm
think
pretty
there's a
sure-
reason there. I think there's a reason there are so many cats on the street.
Yeah,
Even if
this
it-
place has
even-
bad animal control.
Yes, but I asked them who they answered to, and they said they weren't allowed to tell me.
All right,
Because-
I confess that's nefarious.
And all they did was backtalk me after that, and then they just picked up all the catnip and ran away.
All
You've been
as
friends
you're
with my
talking,
cat.
as you're talking, one of the guards comes over between you and is like, excuse me, I don't have a lot of time. The other guys are distracting Captain over there. You got any more of those drinks?
Yeah, man. Sorry. Yes, we do.
The captain's distracted. You got any more of those drinks?
Yeah, I mean, yep.
Yes, we do.
Good stuff.
Man, if you work here, why are you on this side of the counter?
I like getting closer to the customers. Socialize with them a bit.
He
Helps them get a
pats
bit
you on
more
the shoulder.
comfortable.
You're a good man.
Thank you. And I patted back on the shoulder.
He's like, nah, about those drinks.
Coming right up. And I'm gonna get up and walk around to the counter and be like, get those guys another order of what they had previously.
Liz nods and walks over to the keg. Comes back,
Hand her some more drugs.
sets them on the counter, and the man like picks him up and walks over to the table.
After he goes over to the table and passes his drinks out, I'd like to try to wave him back over to us.
All right.
have an
make
idea.
a performance check.
Okay. I'm not trying
Alright.
to be overly zealous.
He
or anything. I'm
comes
just trying
back
to get his
over.
atten- Okay.
Yeah, so he comes back over. Like, yeah. Sorry. I forgot the second round wasn't on the house. He reaches
no,
into his
you're
pocket
good.
and
You're
pulls
doing
out
good.
some money and sets it on the counter.
Yeah, I was just wanted to ask you, I know that you can't really say specifics or anything, but what's got you personally here today? I know that the other guys have their own
man,
thing
I
going
came
on.
for work, but man, at this point, I want to stay for the drinks. Like, I don't drink that often, but man, that was a good drink.
I mean,
I just want more.
I guess what's so important today that you can't stay for a few more drinks?
Oh man, we gotta find the owner of this establishment, Priya. Like
Why?
bro, like she knows some stuff.
Because you know that would be worth giving up a few drinks.
You didn't hear it from me, okay? Like you didn't. Like, but
No, I didn't hear it from.
apparently the old king of this place that got banished, the lady who runs this place is related to him. And she might know where the previous king's stash of money was.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Xander has a small fortune and he didn't elect to tell us?
Do you say that in character?
No, but anyone who's paying attention to Alex just sees him strain a little bit, turn his head a little bit. You can just see him slowly mouth. He has money.
I'm gonna be like, and you think the owner of this bar knows where that could be?
I just work for the government, bro. I don't know, but
Just work
look.
Wait,
If they find that money, bro, they can just pay us money and we'll go invade whatever kingdom they want.
Who are we trying to invade again, anyway?
Just-
Like, there's a lot going on nowadays.
Leonidas wants like the whole world, I think.
Yeah, but where does he want to start? You
I
gotta
don't
start
know.
somewhere, you know?
Oh, it's gonna start with a big money, I guess.
Start with big money.
Well, I'm gonna pat him on the back. Good luck with getting that money.
Yep. Thanks for the drinks.
You too. Just let me know if you need any more.
Brandon, your character's gonna get killed.
Thanks for the drinks. Yeah, you too. Your character really is gonna get axed off at some point, and it's probably gonna be
I have an idea.
to stop him from getting the axe.
No, but to figure out exactly what the deal is with them wanting to arrest Priya.
Well,
I don't know how.
First off, Priya is here at the counter with us, so she heard this interaction, didn't she?
Remember,
She
you're
did.
the
She
only
was
one
literally
that-
one person away from it. Yes.
Yeah. So after the guard walks away, I'm gonna kind of turn to her and send her a message. So, does that help at all?
Yeah, that's interesting. You guys don't need to get too involved with this whole thing. This seems more like a family matter.
I'm gonna message her saying, "Trust me, we're already pretty involved."
Right. Just yeah, I understand that you've like helped me a bunch here, and I'll
He
like
knows
pay
Xander
for your help.
personally.
Wait, you know Xander?
Yes, he lives with us.
Who are you guys?
We wish he didn't.
We come from, and this is all in message, by the way.
Brandon, don't get us all killed.
I'm not. I'm gonna be like, we come from a far-off country that your country tried to kill a few years back.
All right. Just a reminder that you guys have one extra earpiece that is not being used.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have to,
Here?
yeah, but we have to talk into that. Oh, yeah. Who has it?
I do. I carry everything. I'm the only one that doesn't
I'm
impulsively.
gonna turn you, and I'm gonna motion earpiece.
I will hand her an earpiece.
Okay, so I have an idea.
Is it
Okay.
going to get us all killed?
I don't know. I want to get your input.
You know
So
what?
I'm
I'll
thinking-
give the honest answer.
Okay, so I'm thinking if I can somehow get out of the store, I'm a paladin, right? I could come in here, looking official, and then hold my holy symbol, and then declare to try to arrest Liz as well, saying that she committed crimes against the Church of Astrid.
Or
And here's the thing, like demand an arrest, and then the guards, being drunk, would say, well, we have her under arrest, and I'm like, and I'll start listing off some BS crimes and borrow a bardic for deception. And
I think you're out of
I'm out of
bardics.
you're out of bardics?
he used them all on himself.
Okay, that's fair.
That is
It wasn't
true.
I-
but may I
But like at the
remind-
very least, I can get into extensive talks and get them speaking.
Oh, perhaps. It is worth noting that right now they don't know where she is because they don't know that she's right here. We could just leave.
We could just leave, yeah.
We could just very quietly leave. We also have a certain somebody to go and intercept before she raises all of hell on us.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but
I
she's
do
also
kinda-
probably like 10 days away.
I do kind of want to like see this current situation through.
All right.
As
So
long as we
you
have
hand the
time.
earpiece to Priya, and you explain how to use it.
Yeah, I'll just, like send her a message saying, if you can get somewhere private, put your finger up to it, and say Xander's name, and it will connect you to him.
If you really want to subjugate yourself to
Right.
that.
She nods and she gets up. puts the money on the counter that Liz takes and just puts under the counter, and then walks up the stairs. And a moment later, you hear Xander say, "Ah, everyone. Yes, I see you've gotten my sister on the line." She responds, "Yeah, good to hear you too, Xander. So what's the deal? Who are these folks?" And Xander says, "Ah, yes, these are my loyal vassals from the wonderful kingdom of Mangfold and its capital, Fleur de Leon. They have graciously agreed to volunteer to help sabotage the government that has taken my kingdom from me."
First off, volunteer is not the accurate term for the circumstance. We're expecting compensation. Second off, we didn't overtake the government? No, I thought... Wait, what are we doing? We're here to stop... We're here to stop you guys from overtaking every government. Not to overtake their government themselves.
Priya chimes in, "Look, I'm not part of the government. I just run the tavern and inn here. Xander's the one who ran the country."
I know, but from what it sounds like, you're in danger.
Yeah, I mean, so they're after me because they want to know where the vault is, and of course, I do have some inclinations of where the current key is, but Xander, wasn't the key like in your quarters or something? And Xander's like, "Well, yeah, it was." And it's like, "Well, that got raided when the castle got taken over, so the key is probably somewhere in the city. Someone might know where it is, but I don't know where it is right now."
Yeah, that checks out. I'd say go for it.
I mean, if you want, I could get myself arrested, break myself out of prison, and then go explore the castle, look for it.
You say that like you're excited about it.
It's just a jailbreak. The castle's pretty mundane.
How are you and Xander related?
Well,
I swear, you're like...
So, Xander's a gold dragonborn. I'm a silver dragonborn, but I also have the gold lineage. And he also has the silver lineage. So...
Yeah. I was gonna say, you're so much cooler than your brother.
Yeah.
Hey, I heard that.
Good!
Okay. Yes, your sister's cooler, by the way.
You know, I'd recommend we stay kind
By
of
the
quiet.
By the way, is she single? Because Alex, you know.
Alex just
make a
nods his
persuasion
head back.
check.
No, I want Alex to do it.
Alex,
And then when he denies, then I'll do it. That's how it always works.
Oh, this is your twisted bro code, is it?
Yes.
If the person you're playing wingman for doesn't get it, you'll swoop in.
Priya responds, as a matter of fact, I am currently single. Who's asking?
Oh, you know.
Why?
Wait! I have everyone on the call. Oh crap!
Tell you what. You successfully topple the current regime. I'll go on a date with you.
You hear that, Alex? You might actually be like happy after all.
Thanks. I appreciate you looking out for me like this.
Yep. All right. Ervon's saying, "Yep." Alex considers it a date.
Apparently, I consider it a date. Hopefully, we'll live to talk about it.
All right. So about that plan, what do you guys got?
Okay. So. As far as to so we're trying to find the key, right, to prevent them from accessing it, correct?
Yes, there's a key to the vault, and there's also the location of the vault. I'm sure Xander knows where it is, but as for the key opens the vault. It's the only thing that can open the vault. It was designed by Xander and built to the specs for him by Astrid, so there's no breaking into that sucker without the key.
I'll push into the mic. You had a vault personally commissioned?
Of course.
By a god?
I had many things in this town personally commissioned by Astrid.
Really?
You know,
Well,
before we
yes.
go into the
It's my kingdom.
Huh. Weird.
Granted, I didn't build it alone. Of course, the townsfolk wanted, their own things that they petitioned for as well.
You feel like we've been skipping on Astrid's ability to just do things.
And I think we're also skipping on the knowledge that there are still many guards in here.
Okay, fair point. I'll give you
Okay.
Kurt
that.
responds,
have an
"Don't worry,
idea.
they should be aptly out of their mind by now." That was all the
Here's
guards, right?
here's a good go-to for breaking the session idea. Does anyone have 100 favor?
Yes.
What if we just spend 100 favor for Xander to have the key in his hand to the vault?
Is that's no fun?
Yeah. I guess. Okay, yeah, you're right, but like,
I mean, like, yeah, we could, but also I'm holding on to that in case Big, Bad, and Scaly shows back up. And between finding a key in a city full of people who don't yet know who we are and could be mad at us, and the angry red dragon that knows exactly who we are, I know what I'm saving my favor for.
okay. It was an idea.
It was a good idea. But it's a good idea I'm going to humbly turn down in favor of, not...
Avoiding death.
I mean, you could use your favor.
I could, but I've already done my cool.
Xander chimes
Using
in.
favor.
I mean, we could go back to the first steps of the first plan and take out some supply camps that are shipping things in. You have a helm that teleports things, right?
Yep.
Teleport the shipments back to Mangfold.
Yes! Oh my gosh! No, just quietly, Xander. That is quite possibly your most brilliant idea yet. Holy cow. Why did we not think of that?
Oh, I'm just going down my list of things to suggest if you don't think of them first. So, good job for making it this far.
I'm surprised you have a list.
Well, of course I have a list. I ruled a kingdom for many years. I know quite a number of things about sabotaging another kingdom that's trying to take you over.
Why do you know that?
You gotta be prepared.
What situations came up that you felt the need to know how to... You know what? Never mind. In this one moment, I am grateful.
I must say I didn't come up with all of these myself. I did have some advisors that ran some of these by me. Quite the fellows. They're now working for Leonidas and the others. You might want to keep an eye out.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, all in favor of quietly... Do we want to get the key first, or do we want to cause some logistical shenanigans first?
I say we should get the key. Personally,
All in favor of getting the key first?
I
Yeah,
I-
sure.
Okay.
I think it's better to prevent because that's the key. Regardless of the supplies we invade, if they have the key, they'll get the money for whatever they want.
All
Good
right.
point.
So the question then becomes where to start looking for the key.
Also a good question. Clearly, nobody knows where the key is. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here asking her. So, it's been months. They would have done this sooner if they thought they had a better alternative. Which
That's
means
what
they don't have, which means that they don't have a better alternative. So, the key is thoroughly lost. Xander, you don't happen to have the key. You didn't bring it with you by chance, did you? It's not like tucked away in the pommel of your sword or your boot or something?
Nope. I left it in my room in the castle.
And when the castle was raided, no one found the key, which means the key was taken before the raid, or someone who raided the castle didn't recognize it and took it as loot and doesn't know what it
Who
does.
raided the castle?
Didn't your sister just say that the castle was raided?
No. Xander got cooed, and the castle got taken over by basically his old advisor board.
Did anyone on your advisor board know that you had a key to a vault?
They knew the vault existed.
Did any of them know that you possessed the key to open it?
I don't think they knew how it worked at the time. I never really explained it. Nor did I even tell them where it was. They don't know that either.
That was surprisingly wise of you. Okay, so it's probably safe to say that the advisors suspect something, but they probably don't know that they have the key, which means that one of them possesses the key. Oh, we're gonna do an infiltration mission, aren't we? Cool.
All right.
What does this key look like?
What
Hmm.
does the key look like? That's an
Oh,
excellent question, Bard.
it's a small disc with the emblem of the city of Xander on it, and it's about the size of a coin.
Oh, that's surprisingly small.
So your vault is coin operated.
I suppose.
Can we put that in quotes?
It's a very special artifact specifically designed to not stay lost.
Your vault is coin operated.
Wait, then how is it lost?
I mean, someone will have it. Like, if they pick it up, they'll probably know something about it. Although not that it's the key to the vault per se.
I was going to say, they might know that it's a coin, but they won't necessarily know anything past that. It's a strange looking coin. We could hit up the banks.
Trinket shop?
Did you just say a gift shop?
Said trinket shop.
Oh. Thought you said a gift shop, and I'm like, no. Don't
Man,
think
you
it's gonna wind up in a gift shop.
Do any of us have locate object?
Oh, actually, hold on. Hold on, let me check something. I think the answer is yes, but I need to take a long nap first. Let me double check. Spell list, no. No, I do not. I do not have the option to pick up locate object.
And Jen's a cleric. She can prep spells after a rest. Does she have it? Probably not.
Spell slot would it cost?
It's utility.
Usually first. I think locate object is first and locate creature is third.
She can probably access it as long as it's a cleric spell.
Well, I'm just checking
That
right
is the
now if
question,
it's a
yeah.
cleric spell. I really thought it was an artificer spell, just locating things. That seemed.
Already artificery.
Nope, it's second level. Locate object is second level, and clerics can get it.
Indeed. Jen can learn locate object.
We'd have to take a long rest first. We do have 10 days. I'd rather not waste one of them. And also, locate object has like 1,000-foot radius, so we would need to do it a lot in order to pin down. Although, if we did get within the castle, and it's technically in the castle, we could, in theory, narrow it down. Why don't? Why don't? I mean, I know it's not the wisest plan, but there's a small part of me that wants to just go and do a whole lot of sneaking and infiltrating because it sounds fun. It got really quiet.
Yep. I'm
I'm
currently generating the next section of the campaign. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I write some stuff down.
Okay.
What is this?
No, actually, hang on.
What's the L?
Okay, so I have an idea as well. They've mentioned that they're wanting individuals in the city guard. I could try to apply.
To the city
For-
guard.
Yeah, basically, like they told me that the Pastor Mickey told me that at the church.
PA responds,
Oh.
"Yeah, we could all apply to become part of the city guard if you want. Me in disguise and the rest of you as unfamiliar faces. You guys are unfamiliar faces here, right?"
Yes.
Pumped.
I mean, imagine the city's so big that they don't just recognize every face they see.
Yeah, but I mean, one of you is blue, one of you is cat, and one of you is half goat, so...
Well, they wouldn't recognize me.
But you would be
I did
recognized.
not participate in the fight.
Oh, that's true. Wait, I don't think anyone made it back alive. I don't think you have to worry about that. I think just more like the Leonin, the Satyr, and the others are distinct and unique figures.
Are you guys absolutely certain that there are no loose ends?
No, of course I'm not certain.
Josh, you keep saying it like that. Of course we're not certain.
It's almost like I'm prompting you guys for something.
What are you prompting us
ends.
to do? To say, of course not.
It's like Ace Attorney when they ask, "Are you absolutely certain?" or like, "Do you have evidence?" You know, yes, there is evidence. You just have to figure out which of the evidence it is.
I defend a fidget spinner.
Nice.
Anyhow,
It's actually pretty good. This is a cheap fidget spinner, but it's actually pretty good.
okay, so you can apply to be in the guard, and from there you can probably have free reign to explore the city.
How many days will it take for us to get integrated into the Guard?
Probably not too much. The hiring process should be pretty streamlined, as they are currently trying to bolster their forces for invasion.
Huh. I still think it would be prudent to go and make sure that Miss What's-Her-Name doesn't... Hey, look. If she even gets to a supply camp, then she could tell more people. There's some sense in which we are leaving her as a loose end. And admittedly, finding the vault, although money-wise is nice, it's not technically the most time-sensitive or at least most consequential thing. Failure to get rich is not the same as failure to be invaded.
If we're really worried about Melinda, it's not about how fast Melinda gets to town, it's about how fast her information gets to town. If she gets to the border, she can tell a courier who can move faster than her.
Exactly, that's what I'm worried about.
Well, here's the thing I consider too, because the reason why we're trying to find the vault
the
is
other
we're
thing,
trying to keep
are we
the money
not
from
talking to one another between the two destinations of which she is leaving and going to right now, explaining this information?
Are you worried she could eavesdrop?
No, the point is that the information might already be in town.
Right. Okay. Since we don't really have an effective plan for stopping an invasion in our current state, we'll operate under the assumption that they don't know yet. Operating under the assumption that they do doesn't really change anything, other than maybe we don't try and stop her. So, let's assume that she doesn't have a way to tell them yet. But I still think stopping her is the more important bit. But since we're here, we can go looking for the vault. And the paladin is right. Admittedly, if we are able to, with the Helm of Teleportation, if we got onto the vault, we could, in theory, teleport most of the wealth out of the vault.
There's several problems with that. First and foremost, that the vault is magically warded. You can't teleport in or out.
True. We could teleport a cart, and then we could load up the cart and wheel it out of the vault, then teleport the cart out.
Well, I'm more concerned about finding the key.
Right, opening the vault is moot without the key.
You're probably going to have to be more creative. You'll see when you get there. The treasure was designed to not be easily stolen.
Is it a giant statue of Xander?
No.
I
mean, from a certain perspective, you could think of it as a monument to my excellence, but you know, it's...
We're gonna open the vault, and inside's gonna be this giant, solid gold statue of buff, triumphant Xander standing over his conquered victims. Oh, that would be.
I'd like to look at Alex and be like, "Hey, Alex, I have another idea. Another fruity idea."
Alex will glare at you.
Okay, I want to message you. And in your mind, you can hear. So, you know how we used my holy symbol that I got off of her to get here, right?
Yes.
That apparently wasn't personal enough to her. What about the crystal that's currently embedded in my instrument?
Step away for a short bit.
Wait, what? How is... explain.
The crystal I had you embed in my instrument was originally her focus.
I don't think it's her focus anymore.
Okay, I guess that's a good point.
I did also tamper with it a lot, so...
Extensively.
So, I think it's fair to say... I'm not sure it's going to be uniquely hers anymore.
All right. Everyone roll me a perception check.
Oh, yay, my thing.
The guards are no longer subtly out of it. Where's that?
All right. You hear the doors fly open as the guard from the outside comes in and rushes over to the table. And you guys turn and see him like looking around, and then like kind of squinting at like the other guards, and then like talking to them like, what? You can't make out the words. But then the guard starts to speak up like, guys, what happened? Captain, what's going on? And then like he like leans over and says something, and then the captain like stands up immediately, and just looks around really nervously. And as he does that, the doors open again, and another individual in colorful garb walks in, looks around, sees the guards, walks over to the table, gets a look of utter disdain on his face and says, Captain, could you please explain to me what is going on with you and your crew here? And the captain's like, the guys and I just sat down, we're waiting for the Priya girl to get back. And he's like, Captain, have you been drinking? The captain's like, not much, sir.
Personally, no.
Sir,
Oh
we didn't have more than the man holds up his hands like, enough. You are to return to the castle immediately and send a new group of troops here to await the return of the girl.
Oh my gosh.
And when I get back, we will deal with your condition in a most suitable manner. You, from the door, you seem to have your sorts in order. Make sure the word gets out that these ones were quite irresponsible with their duties.
Very naughty.
Now to the castle, all of you! I shall remain here myself until the new troops arrive.
Oh no. Oh no, guys. We brought in the mini-boss. I think we overdid it.
The man watches them leave and looks around. He looks to be a little on the younger side, still an adult. Little scrawny, but not like unhealthy.
Aww. He's so young and gullible.
He walks over to the counter and sits down next to Arya. Kind of looks at her with like a repulsed look, and then looks at Liz and's like, "You there, lizard? Give me a drink at once. Something without alcohol. Something. This kingdom is so difficult sometimes."
Eravad's gonna speak up. May I suggest sweet tea?
He looks back and like, "You dare address me without bowing first, peasant?"
We're sitting down, kind of hard to bow.
Alex will give a slight bow from where he is sitting.
Did you
Liz
roll a
comes back
charisma check?
with some sweet tea and sets it on the table.
Somebody failed. Somebody failed their human decency check.
Yeah, you.
He says that to me. I'm just gonna simply like hold up the sweet tea. It's like it's good. You want me to get you one?
He takes a look at it and is like, "Ugh, on second thought, if this establishment is serving things to guards that can cause them to become inebriated, I'd better not dirty myself with the things of this establishment." And he takes the drink and he pours it on the floor next to him and sets the glass back on the counter.
You will not be happy in any bar if that's your standard for it.
Guys, let's not agitate the mini boss. Some of us would like to, live to see tomorrow.
Anyhow, he's like, ugh. Those guards aren't gonna be back for far too long. They're too inept. Not fast enough, not caring enough about their job. Is there anything here that can entertain me while I wait?
I would like to raise up my hand and be like, I believe I could be of assistance. And I'd like to kick my feet up on the counter, pull out my instruments, and I'd like to start playing a nice little tune.
Roll performance.
I dare you to use calm emotions.
Well, actually, I had a better idea. Along with the performance, while I'm, like, strumming, I would like to cast Detect Thoughts on this guy.
You idiot!
Throw out the spell card, please.
Alright? Please don't call me an idiot again.
I'm sorry. Oh, you're not an idiot. I promise, Brandon, you're not an idiot.
Well, no, I know, but, like, it's just kind of the principle. So as long as I don't dig too deep, he won't even know that I'm doing this.
You hope.
And now time to roll the performance. Please be good. Okay, that's okay.
All right. So, you kind of get his surface thoughts like, ugh, this establishment is filthy. It should. Ugh, this place is nowhere near as clean as the castle, but at least the tune is all right.
You said tuna?
Tune.
Oh.
Your music is acceptable.
As I'm playing, since I'm able to hear his surface thoughts, I'm gonna say, so what's got you in this part of town anyway? Doesn't seem like you normally like to come around here.
I would think the peasants would know better than to inquire the royalty about their everyday to-dos. After all, ours is so much more important.
Why is that?
Don't you have peasant things to do?
Nah, I don't work. I don't need to.
Yes, that checks out.
Why do you need to work? And I don't.
I wouldn't call it working so much as grand purpose, but I doubt someone of your stature could understand.
You seem pretty frustrated with your grand purpose as seen by whatever just happened.
Well, it takes quite amount of effort to demand the proper respect from the people in this town, even though we're so deserving of it just for running the place for them.
I mean, if you are deserving, it might be a good idea to convince people of that. You know, make things a bit easier for them.
If people can't understand on the basic principle that we're running this town for them so that they don't have to, that is not deserving of respect in itself, then they don't have the mental capacity to come to that conclusion.
Well, why don't you present them with failure then? Let them try to run the town by themselves. See how that works out for them. And inevitably,
I'm not gonna let some other random individual waltz in and try and run the town for a day.
No, it was just a suggestion.
Anyhow. You wouldn't happen to know, as an individual who's been here for goodness knows how long, probably drinking your problems away, where the owner of this establishment is?
Idea. I heard that she's been out for a while.
Hmm.
Actually, I kind
And
of
I
like
said,
I kind of like look around. I try to make it look like I'm sort of snapping out of a daze as I look at the window.
Mhm.
She's actually been gone for, strangely enough, quite a while. Like all day, a while. Like I don't think I've seen her since I got here this morning.
Liz chimes in. Yeah, she left to go get some groceries this morning, and I haven't seen her since.
Yeah, that's kind of strange. She's normally back sooner
Yeah,
when she does
were there
it.
any reports of incidents in the bazaar up north? And the man like puts his hand on his face like, oh, no one seems to read the papers. No, there were no incidents in the bazaar.
Wonder where she went then.
Josh,
Normally
I'm
she'd be
loving your
back.
character.
Normally she'd be back hours ago.
Well, I guess she's not the only
It's probably
inept
not an
one.
issue.
I guess you all aren't the only inept ones from this tavern.
Slap, slap.
I mean, you don't know where she is either, do you?
Well, obviously, he's not. He has to lower himself to ask. That's worse.
I hope you don't say that loudly.
I thought about it.
You can say that to us, just don't say it out loud.
Really thought about it. Ooh.
Well, I don't know her that well personally, but
Have returned. What shenaniganery have y'all been up to?
Yeah. So, King Joffrey as a child has entered the chat.
Oh no.
Nick gets the reference.
so I'm just gonna say like, you know, since we haven't seen her for so long, you think there's a chance that she knows what's up and I don't know, made a run for it?
Oh, now why would she think she was in trouble?
Well,
No, guards
they're-
storming the place, asking around for her. Kind of gives a bad impression, if you ask me. I mean, I'd be concerned if I
Yes,
saw
but
that
you
someone looking
see,
for me like that.
the problem with that is that we only issued these orders to the guards about an hour ago. Now, why would you think that she would make a run for it this morning?
I don't know. Haven't seen her since then. Don't know how long you guys have been out doing this. Just saw you come in a bit ago. What time is it?
Quick, Brandon, act drunk. Maybe he'll disregard your nonsense.
Let's see. It is currently about 7 p.m.
Well, no, I'm asking him.
Oh. It's
You're
like,
just trying to lace on the
I
annoyance.
don't know. I don't keep track of the time. I have people to keep track of the time.
Well, where else said people then?
Ugh, being inept.
Ugh. Seems like I'm inept, but at least I know what time it is.
Yes, but you're also not in the guard.
I'm
Yeah,
Why am I
that's kinda-
choosing to
that's
put up
kinda
with you? I
weird,
have to
isn't
put
it?
up with the guard. Why am I choosing to put up with you?
That's
You,
a
and
great
he
question.
points to the you lion person. Entertain me.
Oh, well, I could explain the theoretics behind quantum physics.
Ew, gross.
Josh, if you said something, I didn't hear it over Jacob.
Sorry.
He said, "Ew, gross."
I was laughing.
Fascinating field of magic. It's got unique properties that overlap with the scientific realm, which we know surprisingly little of.
Alex, don't bother. Knowledge doesn't interest this type of person.
You'll hear quiet in the earpiece, call me by my real name in front of this person again, and I will strangle you.
You have to talk.
Entertaining stuff in my bag.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there
You're
are
really-
interesting things in Jen's bag.
You're gonna drug him?
Do it, Jen. Do it, Jen. No, Jen. You should offer to cook.
Who is this person, by the way?
He's the captain of the guard, and he's a prick.
You know who? Okay, you know who King Joffrey is from Game of Thrones, right?
Yes, I do.
He's that. Arguably worse.
I don't know. Joffrey was pretty bad.
Yeah, Joffrey was really bad.
Point being, Jen, I think you should, in your illustrious nature, offer to cook this fine gentleman a warm and pleasing meal for the taste buds. And then you should go and drug the hell out of him. You should obliterate him so thoroughly that no one will ever take him seriously ever again. Yes,
Found a
no,
box of
maybe.
some random stuff. Yes, I've just found a box of some random stuff, and I have no clue how old it is.
Oh, wait a minute.
How old it is!
Well, I found this thing of Tootsie Rolls, and I'm like, how old is this?
Oh, I thought you were talking about in character. I'm like, yes, expired prescription medication. Classic fallback on those sad, sad days when you run out of your supply.
Right. Are we still in the bar?
Yeah,
Oh,
Still in
yeah.
the bar? Am I allowed to use the kitchen?
Alright, you asked.
I'm.
The other lady
Yeah.
behind the counter says, "We'd prefer customers not use the kitchen and reserve it for pure staff purposes."
Well, why don't you hire me temporarily for the day? Then we won't have any problems.
I mean,
Ooh.
Priya's the one who hires. I don't really have the authority to make that decision.
If you would like, I feel like I've already been brought onto staff. Would you like me to cook something?
I thought you were staff.
I was. I still am.
Exactly. Get back
Yes,
there.
and I look
Stop.
between.
The
Liz-
man's like, "Stop! Your discoordination's reminding me of the castle."
Oh.
Wow, you have to deal with this in the castle? I thought it'd be better there. Anyway, so yes, would you like me to cook something for you?
Yes, go do what you're hired to do, and go.
I don't
cook, and
think
will
I could
gesture
lower
to the
myself
kitchen.
enough to eat food from this establishment.
Oh, trust me, I can make something that you couldn't even dream of having
Ooh.
at your castle.
So how was today's session? I don't have words to describe the absolute train wreck it all became. But it was
Please,
fun.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna say, please, just take one bite. Give it a shot. I promise you will not regret it.
No. You should say he won't.
Our
soon
keeps
forget it.
oath.
You keep saying Bar keeps oath. No one but you knows what that means.
The man squints at you and
That's-
says, "Listen
Can I roll
here,
persuasion? Can
peasants.
I roll persuasion?
I don't know you, and I don't trust you."
You should trust me. I'm the bartender. Can I please roll persuasion for all of this, Josh?
You should
Fine.
absolutely not trust him.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
It was worth a shot.
I'm debating because I have an idea. How, Josh? Can I roll a perception check to see how much he's acknowledged my presence,
Sure.
or would that be insight?
Insight, I guess.
Insight, yeah, that would make more sense. 10.
Right, you know he's noticed all of you at the least.
Whether or not he cares is a different matter.
I guess, Josh,
Hi.
what sort of thoughts are going through his head at the moment?
He's saying, "Oh, I need
Kind of
to.
personal hell is he
the
stuck in
guards
today?
need to get back. I hate this place."
Oh, it's not that bad.
What is it? What?
It's actually a pretty nice establishment for what I've seen so far.
Wait, Brandon, are you deliberately choosing to say
Yeah.
in character what he's responding to what he's thinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck. Did he roll decent on his human decency check?
No, but
You
he
feel
rolled a
that,
nat
you
20
feel
on his insight check.
What is he inciting?
Whether Brandon's reading his thoughts or not.
Oh. Wait, he has to. Are you going deeper?
No.
No, he's not. But you physically responded to something that he said in his mind.
Oh, that's on you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we were going to do this peacefully, but I think that is rapidly becoming not an option.
That's fair.
The man leans forward and asks, "Just who are you?"
A friend.
Trouble.
No, I have very few friends. I can count them on one hand.
That's depressing.
Your face is depressing.
Got
Yeah,
him.
good thing I don't have to look at it.
All right, all right.
Brandon?
Pretty good.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Was actually surprisingly witty. It's a good thing I don't have to look at it.
Well,
like,
I am
Well.
going to go wait outside, since inside this establishment is apparently not a good place. I can't say much for the
Alright.
streets of this city. Ugh.
Alright, I don't
Maybe
think it's really a
inside.
good fit for you.
I think the best option is for him to just walk away.
Brandon,
He has
Alex
this,
will
right?
Brandon, Alex will
What?
gently pull you so that you can hear him whisper quietly. Stop.
Okay. Brandon. Please
Yeah?
make me a wisdom saving throw.
As he counter charms you.
Is he within 10 feet of me?
No, he's not.
Actually,
he's
yeah,
out the
aren't I
door.
right
It's about
next
to
to you?
close.
No,
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 I'm, ta- I'm
he
talking
looks
about Brandon.
Brandon is, yes.
He gets a +3.
because of
Nice.
Palamora.
Modified 23.
Okay. The man leaves and the door shuts behind him. And as he does,
Oh.
a stray cat runs in,
Another one. Suspicious.
Has it been 10
brushing up
minutes?
against the legs of the man.
Has it been 10 minutes since I've talked to the previous cat?
Yeah, it's been about 7 minutes since you started talking to the guy who came in.
So it hasn't.
But
No, the cat.
right, but Brandon, detect thoughts is also concentration, if I'm not mistaken.
What is he currently concentrating on?
Well, yeah, yes, but
Speak
I
with
cast.
animals and detect thoughts. So detect thoughts would supplant speak with animals if it's concentration.
I thought he dropped detect thoughts.
Speak with animals concentration, though?
The question.
I did cast speak with animals using the instrument though. Like it's not one of my spells; it's the instrument spell.
It would still
Yes,
take
but, like-
concentration.
But I thought he stopped casting the spell once the cat ran away.
I didn't turn it off, but
Well, I'm gonna assume once he left range, it dispelled itself. So
it
that's
allows
why
me
he
to
was able
talk
to.
It allows me to talk to like any animal.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
it's
so you're asking
it's
if you need
something
to
cast
cast
on
it, yeah.
yourself, not on an ant.
I see what you're saying. You're wanting to see if you can continue to use that
Yeah,
same spell
just-
because because your bard thing you only need to get it once
Yeah.
a day.
And I was also curious because, like, since it was a spell that was a part of the instrument and not a part of like my personal roster.
You would still
I
need
was
to
asking
concentrate it if it
N-
required
n-
concentration, but I looked it up. It does not. Speak with animals is not a
Oh.
concentration spell.
Okay,
Well,
then.
that worked. Well, that fixes everything. So.
So would
But it is 10
active-
minutes, and it has been 10 minutes.
Oh,
Ah.
wait. Then what has it been 7 minutes since then?
It's been
Since you
7.
started
You had
talking
you
to
had a
Xandel-
7-minute conversation
Xandel,
with the person.
The
We
cat-
didn't get a name, did we?
Nope, but you can ask if Liz or the other lady knows.
Who is Mighty Fine Royal Highness? Trying to say this as sarcastically as possible. That just
Xander?
walked in.
Oh.
Well, that was Emil. He is one of the 5 governors of the kingdom.
Emil.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Emil, I'm stuffed.
Nice.
Well, that one was pretty good.
A little lame, but I'll give it to you. That was clever.
Oh, that's fair. I don't mind it being lame. So I do think. Are we breaking in the castle?
Okay.
It's like The problem is it's 10 o'clock and we haven't decided what we're doing.
We have spent a lot of time gathering information, and there is great value in that. But yes, we
Yeah.
are starting to approach analysis paralysis. I think that scoping out the castle in one form or the other is a worthwhile endeavor, since we have decided as a team that we are going to prioritize opening and robbing the vault before stopping Little Miss Informant, assuming she hasn't alerted everyone already. The current proposed plan is to infiltrate as the guards, which, given Brandon's current shenanigans, might be more difficult if that was the captain of the guards we have to get approval from. So, I do think we should probably still try and figure it out. If we could get access to the castle grounds legally, it would make searching the place vastly easier in theory. Alternatively, I do have the invisibility spell. I can cast it twice per day. I could just make the sneakiest of us invisible and just spend an hour or so going and looking for it in someone's room. We could inquire of Xander the level of magical knowledge of his advisors, if any of them would be able to like dispel magic or catch people, etc. I think Alex is
True
technically the
sight would be good to know if any of them had.
right. Despite Xander's ego, he's actually a very observant, egotistical individual. He pays a lot of attention, despite paying most attention to himself. Um,
Mhm.
that out of the way, yes, we are approaching analysis paralysis. I say we go ahead and try and become a part of the guard. Even if that fails, it's at least a worthy first attempt.
Yeah. Hmm. Do you have any, Myra, do you have any gases that we can let off, like smoke bombs?
I have I have my crack cocaine.
That could work.
And your character is delightful.
Thank you.
Very much so.
Also, may I recommend that we resort drama and inciting panic as a last resort?
Yeah, but that's no fun.
I can suggest it.
Thanks, Jed.
I love how the paladin's like, that's no fun.
The
There
drug
is the
dealer.
other
You
problem that the guard
suggest-
is still looking for Priya.
Right. Priya's probably going to have to stay disguised for the time being. Or however, we could also help get her out of town. Um, I could, in theory, just teleport her back to Mangfold, specifically our hometown of Fleur de Lyon. That would, however, only leave one teleport left today. So if we did need to get out in a hurry, we would have only one opportunity to do so. So I think it'd be better if she laid low and then she just teleported with us. However, I will respect her wishes to be out of a dangerous situation sooner.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too opposed to spending some time with Xander in your hometown. Although
You would.
one of the one of you that is experienced in the matter will be helping with the tavern in return, but I'll allow you to stay in my inn for free while you're in town dealing with the government.
Free lodging is definitely appreciated. That does. It does give us a base of residence that isn't too suspicious. Would anybody else like to? Does anyone else have any thoughts or plans on the matter at hand? This is Nick asking players, not Alex.
Personally, no.
Who's playing what in the background?
Don't know.
All right.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how much I like the idea of us, like, joining the guards, just because it feels like a lot of extra for just being able to look around.
Yeah. I mean, joining the guard has its downsides too, because you might be stationed somewhere and be questioned if you're outside of that station. It'd be better if you could have free roam of the castle.
Which, if no one knows we're there, would basically be freedom to roam as much as we please.
Which goes back to the invisibility idea.
And I can cast invisible as well.
Okay. That's 2 instances of...
Aubrey can also make Arya's owl invisible, I believe.
Okay, so that's 2 individuals and an extra pair of flying eyes. I will say the flying owl, the flying invisible familiar, is probably the safest thing to make use of, just because you can summon it, desummon it, dispel it, pocket dimension it, hide it, invisible it. If Aubrey's character can use the owl to scout the castle, Aubrey's character could be scouting the castle and its various rooms while the rest of us deal with other issues, specifically a potentially invasion-related problem.
Since
we don't know where the
you can go to the castle and use locate object to see if the device is there, if the key is there. But if it's not there, you could still ask around and see what would have happened to Xander's belongings once the castle was taken over.
That is a very clever idea. I'm glad you thought of it. Okay. They're probably not going to just tell us anything we want about Xander without good reason, though.
It might not be a bad idea to try joining the guard, because if you join the guard, let's be real, you guys aren't going to maintain cover for too long. As soon as they know you're snooping around, we don't know how, but the government does have, one of the members of the government does have a way of collecting secrets.
I got a funny suspicion it's through cats.
A lot of people have that suspicion too.
It's a catastrophe.
Bribe them with catnip.
Speaking of which, is there still a cat in here?
There is. It's
Yeah,
within
there's cats
earshot.
everywhere.
It's within earshot.
It's within earshot.
It already knows.
I'm gonna look and be like, "Hey, you know what you're up to? Shoot!"
It turns to you and goes,
What?
speak with the animal
Josh.
system currently going. It's been 10 minutes. It meowed at you.
Ah, okay.
Did it cut out?
It did.
Yeah.
We didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cut
no, it's
out.
because I made a sound effect instead of human speech, and my noise reducer was like, that's not human speech. I'm not bringing that through.
Suppress it.
The cat meows at you.
Okay.
So it's fair to say that we're on the clock now.
Do you
It's
think
only
it
a
would
matter
be
of
in
time.
character for Arya's owl to swoop down and eat the cat?
I don't think so.
I think it would be in character. I just think it would be bloody and violent. Or violent then bloody. That's generally the order of operations of how it goes.
I don't know. I don't know if Aubrey would have his owl do that.
Would Aubrey stop his owl from doing that?
I mean,
Technically, Aubrey's owl is a dead amethyst dragon, so...
A what?
So the owl is a projection of Somri.
Right. Oh, well then Somri retains enough self-control. I don't think Somri would just... I mean, that's really up to Somri. Would your undead dead amethyst dragon...
Probably not. Draconic shards don't need to eat.
Okay, then I think that's a
Well, what
fair...
if the owl suspected the cat?
What was the question?
What if the owl suspected the cats?
Possibly it would, get rid of them. I don't know.
would go and devour the
I suppose
soul.
Ari and Samri are here too and can weigh in. Although
Well, yeah,
they can't
one-
hear what's said over the earpieces.
Oh.
Well, actually, they can. They can hear what you say aloud. So.
And since we're speaking quietly into our earpieces, the suit of armor probably hears me.
Yeah.
Okay, real check. The steam and energy of today's session seems to be dwindling.
Yeah. I'm probably about to call it just because the castle isn't ready yet. It's all I have the layout and everything, but I don't have all the rooms decided what they are, and I don't have the second story ready yet. So I was gonna spend the next week getting that ready because I do plan for the party to spend a good amount of time there, possibly the entire next session. Gonna be real with you.
Shame if
The,
it blew up.
The plan for this session was to go to these outposts and blow up some supply shipments on the way to the city, but you guys kind of superseded that, so we just kind of went straight in and rolled with it.
Hey, I was all for blowing up supply routes. I thought that was tons of fun.
Yep. So you do have access to a map of the city from the tavern. So obviously this is a map of Waterdeep, that I have repurposed to be the map of the city of Xander.
Cool. I like it. City of the Dead.
Yep. So the Royal Tavern, I'll probably rename that, is over here in the Trades Ward. And so the castle's right over here. This is what the castle looks like aerial view.
Oh, nifty.
Yep.
Well,
so I'd
well, I
suggest
was-
like over the next week, come up with some ideas if you want for how you want to invade the castle, but historically nothing is going to happen until 6 p.m. next week. Unless we hang out after the fact, so
I don't think it
Anyway,
matters too much, but we get a long
I will
rest.
I myself will work on some options that you can take, as well as their resolutions, should you choose to take them.
Ooh, that'll be cool. Thank you.
Alright, but with that, we will go ahead and bring this current session to an end. Yeah, we've been going for not quite 4 hours, that's pretty decent. So yes, thank you everyone who has joined on the stream today, which is no one live probably, but, well, no one live, definitely, it's unlisted. But to anyone who has watched after the fact, I hope it wasn't, too boring near the end, and was kind of entertaining in the middle parts. But we'll be back next time, maybe not next week, maybe next week, who knows, as we continue into the taking down of the government of the city of Xander. We will see you all next time.
I will say, Brandon, your character's shown well in this session.
Oh, thank you.
Come in.